exactly what it is I'm doing on the desk. And well, just what is that on this live stream on a Monday, which yeah, it feels odd. It's been a while since we've built some Lego here on a live stream, but today we're starting my next upscaled project, the one for June, 16th of June. Okay, a little behind, aren't we? Just a bit. Hello there, Moonshoes. Welcome to the stream. But we are starting to upscale the B1 and STAP and speeder bike. It feels weird calling this a speeder bike. It doesn't feel like a speeder bike. It feels, I don't know what it feels like actually. It just doesn't feel like a speeder bike because it's not laying down. Maybe that's a bit more speeder. But the reason we're building this upscaled is, for those of you that don't know, July the 1st, there's a STAP giant brick built one coming out, which does look pretty cool. I do want to build the big B1 battle droid at some point. I don't know if I'll build the whole set. What's up, Fredbear Phasington? And for May, we built Grogu, which is complete. Look at that, 360 of Grogu, working clip and bar element down here, which we are going to have to reuse for the top of this B1 bike. And then last year, let's get them all out. Last January, we also built Captain Rex, this giant upscaled Captain Rex. And next, once we've got the B1 and the STAP, I do want to build the Spider Droid. How we're going to upscale it, there is a microfighter Spider Droid, and that does also have a Geonosis B1. So that might be my reason for buying some Geonosis B1s. Grogu is cute. Yeah, Grogu is also Grogu's sitting quite forward actually in the pram. Grogu studs in back here. But Grogu is built using, I guess the pram can slide out using that baby astronaut with a decal on the torso. I'm wondering if I should decal a torso for Rex. What I was thinking, right? Because between Rex and the pram, Grogu can go over here, not far off the same size. Between Rex and the pram, this is most of my white elements. My Lego pieces in the color white are pretty much exhausted completely for any sort of mocks. And white's quite a popular color, especially in Star Wars with dark red. Hello there, Noah, welcome. White's a very popular color, so I need to get some of these pieces back. Not to mention the monstrosity that we created with R2 back here. Check this out. R2-D2 missing. It doesn't look too bad, but especially up here, the shoulder pads of R2 are bare, where we nicked the slopes off it. But just out of view behind Rex, I have a 3D printer. And, you know, filaments are a lot cheaper than Lego. Quite a bit. Actually, it's quite a degree cheaper than Lego. What sort of Lego can we get a kilo for £10? So what I was going to do is design the big bricks. Most of these slopes actually are 3D printed on this side, just because I didn't want to wait for Bricklink. What I might do is build these in Studio, export them as actual files rather than Lego bricks, and then 3D print them. What do we think about that? The horizontal stream, yes, I've made it so that it's easier to see which one's the vertical and horizontal, because so many people are new, and even the ones that aren't new, even you that are watching week in, week out, might not realize that every week we have two streams. We have a vertical one and we also have a horizontal one, dependent on what device you're watching and any personal preferences. They're the exact same. The vertical one has me up top and down below. Horizontal is just the larger screen. So now you'll be able to see, especially looking back. I'm going to start updating a few thumbnails. Can I make Lego with a 3D pen? Oh, yeah, sure. I'm going to have to try that, because the 3D printer does all the hard work. I'd have to do the hard work for the 3D pen. I'll have to give that a go. There was a few stores last summer, that got 3D pens in. So if they get them this year, I'll pick one up and I'll see if I can create Lego bricks, because it's all squared off, isn't it? So it's fairly, not easy, but it's straightforward to do, and that'd be a load of fun. So, Fredbear Phasington, I thought you'd never ask, what is the whole vertical and horizontal thing? So here on YouTube, I've actually started watching a load of vertical streams. So a load of people now stream vertical for shorts and also horizontal for main YouTube. It's usually also vertical streaming is on platforms like TikTok, Instagram. Does Instagram have live streams? I'm sure Instagram has some live streams. And the reason I do it is because if I'm watching on my phone, I don't even know where my other phone is, but if I'm watching on my phone and I have it propped up, especially if I have the cable guy, I have a Boba Fett cable guy that I usually prop my phone up on, and it's usually vertical. So I'll watch the vertical stream, and when we're playing a game, the vertical stream focuses on the face cam. I don't know why we do it, but it focuses on the face cam. Horizontal stream focuses on the main thing at hand. You know, whether we're building Lego like we are today, will be today, or playing a game. SpongeBob or Patrick? SpongeBob. But Patrick. Has to be SpongeBob though, doesn't it? So that's why I stream vertical and horizontal. And I used to stream on Twitch as well. Don't do that anymore. It doesn't support my new graphics card. So yeah, hopefully Twitch will update that. I think starting off today, the first brick we've got to start off with is the first brick we started off with Grogu's pram. Right in the middle of this, I don't want to pull this apart in case I don't get it back together today, but right in the middle of this, there is a 1x1 snot brick. You can see it just on the underneath. There's the snot brick with an axle running through. That shouldn't be necessary for this build. And kind of in the center of this STAP, there are two snot bricks. Let me deface one of the sides. This is going to be such a fun build. We've got two snot bricks in there, the exact same snot bricks as well, and a few different bar and stud elements. I think these are going to be fairly easy to connect, even though they are studded, and we do have this clear bar. That's going to be the hardest piece, because how tall is that in place? We're going to have to measure the height of this bar and then stack up 2x2s. I'll probably put an axle or a bar through them. But today I want to start building the body of the speeder and working up to that clip at the top. I don't know what I'll tackle next, the clip or the entire B1 battle droid. Maybe we'll finish off with a B1 battle droid. That might be quite good. Speaking of FNAF, actually, have you seen the new Secret of the Mimic games out, isn't it? That's come out in the last couple of days. Not big on FNAF, I'm not. But yeah, it's come out the last couple of days. And it's the first, since I got into FNAF and watching videos and all that, it's the first new game that's come out. So I should probably watch that. Completely forgot. All right, let's get some bricks. So we're working with grey. I was worried that this would be brown. If this not brick was brown. I don't have the brown bricks for that, but I should have some of the rounded off. Oh, I've got them in light bluish grey. Do I not own dark bluish grey? Oh, we might have to use light bluish grey today, and then I'll replace them later on. Because the studs are built using these corner 2x2 round tiles. Round bricks even. Not tiles. Oh, I do have three. I've got three of them in dark bluish grey. And that's it. Finally got a Canon threadbare design. I only saw him in 8-bit. As a Star Wars fan, I can appreciate giving characters designs that we only see in certain things. And FNAF have so many different characters that are, as you say, only seen in 8-bit. Or only seen, you know, on a poster or some sort of art. Or even only mentioned in books. There are so many characters that they can do. They've just got unlimited characters. Unlimited power. I wonder if there's a flat element, there's a plate that exists that is 4x4 round. Have I sorted those out? Oh no, they're not here. That means they're in this massive bag. This is, shout out Smiths by the way, great place to get Lego in the UK. But I've been sorting through a ton of my bricks. And it's in here, isn't it? Hello there. Right, take a look at all of these. This is everything, well, except for the big bags. The big bags are old, but all the little bags are everything I've sorted out, I guess today, Saturday, maybe Friday, maybe. I am shaggy colours, and I've got a top that I wear with these shorts, and it is a shaggy colour. It is the green. What piece were we looking for? We were looking for the round, the 4x4. Wait, is the 4x4 is not in here, is it? Oh, it might be. Anyway, I've started up bagging all these pieces. Look, we've got the slopes, which this bag I've had to fill like 3 times. I had 3 different drawers back here. One of them was mixed in with the regular slopes. One of them had its own drawer. And then one of them was mixed with a few other arms, I think it was. We got Droid arms, except for the tan ones. We've got some wedge plates, 2x2s, ladders. These are from Power Miners, I think. These are that old. And there's, I tell you, like, we could go on forever, but I filled them into this bag. No, was it this bag? Yeah, filled them into this bag. I got 2 bags. I got one of these filled with these bags, and one of them filled with just parts that still need to be put away and sorted basically into these bags. So yeah, that's quite fun. What are the coolest things to 3D print for minifigures? Did you see today's video, Alfie? I found the lightsaber clips. I think accessories are pretty cool. I don't know, I do want to create my own karmas and pauldrons as well, so I'll definitely take a look into that. I made a note of that as soon as I finished recording today's video. I need to watch the Scooby-Doo. I saw a video from, and I can't remember, someone here on YouTube about the Scooby-Doo theme, and they were going into about why it was so expensive. Velma was only in the expensive set, and I think Daphne was only in 2 sets as well. So it was very much a have to get all the sets to get all of the minifigures, and it came out at the same time as Force Awakens. There was another theme that was doing well at the time, so it was a struggle for Scoob, but yeah, the sets still hold up. That Mystery Machine, Lego could just release that with the entire crew, entire gang, and charge a bit more. Yeah, so 3D printing for minifigures. I've got the accessories right here. If you didn't, anyone that didn't see that video with the lightsaber clips on either side, they're pretty cool. I also like upscaled builds, and that's what I was saying earlier before I completely distracted myself in saying that earlier. Here's a giant, this isn't my design. I can't remember, they haven't signed it, have they? No, I can't remember who built this, but this is built really well because the whole thing's put together with dowels, not glue. So you've got little 3D printed dowels that you print, and this is awesome. I might do something similar like this if I do make a giant B1 battle droid, but do it all myself because, yeah, I think there's a few different connections. It's actually done pretty efficiently compared to some of the ones I've seen. I tried doing a B2 battle droid as well that was in a similar scale to this, maybe a little bigger. It's not quite 1:6 scale, as you can see with Grogu. The legs should be the same width as Grogu. It's more 1:3, maybe 1:4. Yeah, maybe 1:3. I don't think it's too big. I'd definitely like to do that with a B1 battle droid. These are fun. These are fun because if you print these with little to no infill, they're a little fragile sometimes, just like a Lego minifigure would be. But even the face, that is printed. These are black plastic, not painted, not decaled, and they just slot perfectly in there. And this is what I want to do to Rex and Grogu to get some of my white parts back. There you go. Cover some of those boxes. So to get a load of these bricks back, especially these angled slopes on the side, these are nice elements that I don't have any more of. That's all of them, all 8 of them put onto this build. The head would probably stay, the helmet, unless I need any pieces from that. I've taken one of the slopes for Grogu from the back, but I might 3D print some legs and arms and a torso for Rex, and then I can decal Rex to look like the little minifigure. I think that would be cool, and then connect the head on top. Probably keep some stud connections. I think that would look good. And then do the same with Grogu's pram. These little pieces, build these in studio. No, I might have said this. But I'll say it again. Build these in studio, 3D print the brick built bricks, and then we've still got Still got it looking like it does, like it's been built with a million bricks that it has. Really need to have a piece count for that. Hello there, Chronic Gaming. Scooby-Doo Dimensions packs. I forgot about the Sonic ones until I was making the crab video where I built the giant crab, which is awesome, by the way. Can we get something like this for Star Wars? A giant, well, not a giant crab. We could get the crab from Bad Batch, but we don't see him well enough on the animation. There's some file out there of a render of them. But yeah, this is an awesome rewards. Where are rewards like that? Even a B1 battle droid, something like that. We can have it brick built, but for Star Wars creatures, maybe even a Porg or something like that, like the old R2 and BB-8. So we need some 1x6s, 1x4s. Let's get the whole drawer out. I think we'll be using most of them. You up there. Speaking of the crab, after that video, I combined the playset and the ideas crab. So I've got the mouth and the eyes from the playset with the body of the ideas crab. And now I want to go back and take the best of from every other Sonic character. Some of the bad nicks they haven't done, but I probably won't do that for quite some time. Now we've got all the characters, I think we stick with Star Wars and build my entire list of things that I've got. Sure, you could print a very articulated Grievous. Yeah, add a few extra joints, all the sabers as well. Imagine just churning out some Lego lightsabers, which we're going to build for this build right here. We've got 2 lightsaber hilts on the end in grey. So we are going to build some Lego lightsabers in a 1:6 scale, which fits with the big figs. So maybe we can build a big fig of Grievous at some point. Upscaled Grievous. We'd need a set. We'd need a microfighter or something for Grievous to go with. But that's, yeah, everything is on the table. Leading up 100k subs to a upscaled Star Destroyer or Venator. I'm down to do the Venator. It's got a few more pieces and a few more angles, but we'll see what's happening at the time. Maybe by the time we hit 100k, we'll see Thrawn again. We could do his Star Destroyer minifig scale and blowing up the bricks. We're out of 1x6s, so we'll have to switch the plates if we need any more. And everything we build, we're going to have to double because we want 2 of these bricks. Let's have a little look at how we go. How do we start? Oh, with plates. No, we don't need plates. We'll start off with the bricks. I don't know why we used plates. Wait, did we use 2 plates? All right, I'm cracking open Grogu. I'm going to do it. Look away. Never mind, this is held on very well. Come on. Oh. Wow. That was something. I lost the slope at the bottom there. There we go. I have to fix that. But that's the side, that's the intersection, the cross section of Grogu with a missing stud on there. So we did do 2 plates and then a brick, which is why I'll leave that there so you can see what I'm doing. So we're going to need the grey plates, which is, oh, enjoy your FNAF music. Oh, nice. Hello there, tugboats. Suck at designing, but have so many ideas. I'm sure you don't suck at designing, but ideas are, there are a million ideas that come to us. Well, some people struggle with the ideas, but for me, I'm one of the people that have a million ideas, getting them actually built or even remembering them half the time. Now that's the hard part, trying to remember the ideas. If I don't write them down within like an hour or so, they're gone. Grey drawer. This is all my grey parts that I have sorted out so far, and it's looking rather full, isn't it? We're running out of space here for grey parts, and Rex uses a few. We've still got the Gorilla 8080 built. That's got a ton of grey parts. You know what, that's it. Everything else is white, light bluish grey, which that drawer's probably like half empty at this point, running low on those bricks. And plates, we need 1x4s and 1x6. I'm going to try also to show you how I'm building this. If you do want to go back and build this yourself, though, if I'm building this in Studio to 3D print, I should also be able to make instructions, shouldn't I? Oh, that's a good idea. I'll have to remind myself. Note for later. Where are the 1x6s? Like my younger photo. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that was from, oh, that was from nearly 15 years ago. That was, which seems like a lifetime ago. I look both so different, but I also look not so different, if you understand. Like, it could be a different person, but at the same point, it's not a stretch to say that was me 15 years ago. I've definitely looked very different between then. Right at the bottom. I make some storage bits for Lego. Can't see. That's big, but you can't see the floor. I never show off the floor, but for the last, let's see if I can lift it. For the last couple of weeks at this point, I have had the lid to, is this the Falcon? This is the lid to the Dark Falcon, isn't it? There we go. I have had the lid to the Dark Falcon on my floor, full of, I've whacked Anakin's pod racer in there actually. I'm still not sure if I want to break it up or if I want to keep it. There's bits of the gunship, there's a wing right at this side, there's a wing of the Onyx Cinder, and I've got so much Lego to break down. I'll be honest though, I'm not even the one breaking it down. My partner's doing a lot of that. I like the building, she likes the breaking down. Yeah, at least I can see the floor now. It's getting better. There are better days. How do I do 2 live streams at once? I use OBS. Oh, did I put the part back? I did, didn't I? Yeah, I use OBS. You can get different canvases up. It's like starting a second Lego set whilst you're still building the first one without getting too technical. It is quite complicated. There are a few videos out there. If you are trying to do the same, Google OBS 2 canvases at once. Hopefully Google will direct you to someone who knows what they're talking about. Because whilst I know what to do and how to do it, whilst talking about it, I have no idea what's going on technically. I can get technical with Lego, not with computers. If I ever sell any Lego, can I tell you? Well, I am selling Lego at the minute, official Lego bricks. And it's not on Bricklink because I end up just building that anyway and adding that to my parts. I have them here. So we've got a droid torso with the link for all these, by the way, is in the description under custom bricks, or for the live stream it'll be the old one. I think it's like instructions and merch, something like that. So under merch and instructions we've got the droid bodies. I'm also selling the droid bodies with the legs. These are to accompany Plo Koon's droid in the microfighter. We've got a few more of, I'm not making any more of these Maul torsos, but there is like another 7 I think on the site. So these are to make your Darth Maul look a bit more like the actual mech rather than the Maul that comes with, which is from season 7. We also have 2 brand new additions. Who are you? This is the Empire Strikes Back Vader torso with the screen accurate torso. It's got the different coloured buttons on it. And then the more different one is A New Hope. These are selling well as well. And this one's got the robe. You can kind of see the robe going over the shoulders. You can't see it too well here, but there are videos up on the channel. Let's make sure we get you back in the right boxes. You in there. And then, yeah, there is, I'll tell you what, Without Legs are sold well. I think there's only 2 or 3 of these left. So if you do want to pick up one of these bodies, definitely do so right now. Not right now. You know, make sure you get your order in. And same with the legs, there is still a handful of those. So thank you to everyone that's already purchased. I know a few of you in the chat that have popped up have purchased a torso or 2. And there will be much more, plenty more coming our way. Eventually building up to that UV printer that is just going to skyrocket the quality. For an Elegoo Neptune 4 Pro. Awesome. Yes, I haven't had an Elegoo printer, but I use Elegoo filament because if you bulk buy it, it's fairly affordable considering how good it is. And the filament, I have had to date no problem. I mean, I must have had about 20 rolls of Elegoo filament, different colors. I don't know how many of the same color I've had, but I must have had 20 different colors from it, different versions of blues and greens just to work it out. And I've not had a single problem with them. I haven't, not yet. Not to say, you know, there's no problems with them, but yeah, I wouldn't say no problems so far, which is nice, because even other high-end well, Elegoo's not exactly high-end, it's quite a mid-range filament, but even some other mid to high-range filaments, you know, I've had one problem with where I've had to tune it a little more. And wait, where did I use all 4 plates? Oh, I forgot to get 2 of them. But yeah, Elegoo's awesome. £100 second hand. That's a steal. Yeah, I should have probably got my one second hand as well. I didn't think of that at the time. I think it was a Black Friday sale, but I hopped on the new printer. My first printer was over £100. That was a very, very early printer. I had set up everything by hand, but that was before 3D printers were as accessible. What's my longest stream? Oh, what is my longest stream? 6 hours? I don't think we've beat 6 hours. I know 4 hours was the longest when we built Mos Eisley, but then we beat it in May. There was a 5-6 hour, 5 something. So you won't have to scroll back too far for that. What type of droid am I building? So we're building the B1 battle droid and the STAP. Last month, we built Grogu and the hover pram, which I've started pulling apart to try and get to the middle. And we've also got that upscaled Captain Rex from last year. And this is a bit more complex. Next project is going to be a spider droid, which is a bit more complex. And we're snowballing up to 100k subs for that giant Star Destroyer. So, you know, I've got to get the ball rolling with this. We're almost at 10k. That's 10% of the way there. If I want to build a giant Star Destroyer, I've got to be practicing all these different brick techniques. So the big thing with Grogu was this bar and clip at the back, which has paved the way for both the bar and clip on top of this STAP, on top of this STAP, and also the bar connections, both with the hilts and in the middle bit here. But I feel like this should be fairly smooth flowing. I do want to get this done in 2 weeks. If not, no worries, we'll keep building it. And then we'll just build the spider droid when we're done. But you can already see we're half an hour in. I've talked a lot and we've got like a third of these snot bricks done. So it should be fairly smooth going. And the fact that I've got the drawers and most of the bricks sorted is only gonna speed up the process. What do we need? 4? How many corner bricks? 12 per. All right. There's 12 for one. Do I have 12 for the other? Oh, yes. How many is here? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Let's stack these up. One more. One more corner and a ton, and I mean a ton, of plates. All right. Here we are. If anyone else has any other Lego, I guess, sets they want built, we can build them in the future. But I have come across, and there'll be a short out about it if I can't break this down. I've come across this 8080 chassis, this torso for it, and I can't remove this axle. This axle with a stud at the end. I have used everything. I have tried everything to get it out, and it's not coming out. It's stuck in there real good, which, well, not real good, real bad, because I can't get the thing out. So if anyone has any techniques, tips and tricks to squeeze it out of there, please do let me know. And yeah, I don't know how to get it out. There was a similar piece on top of it that had the axle with the flat end, and that's always a pain to get out in it. Lego know what they're doing. Will I be getting the £1,000 Lego set, the UCS Death Star? It's Star Wars. It's meant to be, yeah, the UCS Death Star. We don't know that yet for certain, but that's the ongoing rumor. 38 minifigures, I think, was last I saw. no one really knows. It's all a complete guess. I won't be picking it up. I picked up, so for 10k subs, we are building the UCS Slave 1. Any chance to show it off, you know me, I'm going to take it. For 10k subs, we're going to be building the UCS Slave 1. And am I going to pick up the £1,000 Death Star? I don't think I've got any space for it. I've struggled rearranging the room just to find space for this, to sit this on a shelf, to have the 44 centimeters, is it? Yeah, 44 centimeters, 17.5 inches to display this. For £1,000, you'd want the Death Star to be absolutely massive. So I'm gonna sleep on it when it comes out. Don't get me wrong, it's gonna be worth £2,000 next year or whenever it retires. But I might try parting it out. We might have a rainbow Death Star. How fun would that be? Especially if we're building a minifigure scale Star Destroyer, a rainbow Death Star. It's a must. It's a must. We gotta have a rainbow Death Star. What have we got in here then? Oh, snot bricks. Is there a way? Could I use the new element? Hold on. You. Is anyone looking at picking up the £1,000 Death Star? The old ones are pretty much £1,000 already, and they were selling for 400. Does this is the same height as a regular snot brick, isn't it, off the ground? Or is this flat? Is this not the same height? Have I busted my own myth straight away? Oh, it's not. It's too far down. Oh, but we can use these at the top. So that's all right. So we need 2, 4, 6, 8, 16. Might as well keep the tub out. There we go. And I do want to go dark bluish grey, but I just have more light bluish grey. There's no point using dark if it's going to be covered up. Get the light ones out of the way. Probably use that. I'll probably use that for the sides if we do want to support it a little bit more, because one of the problems with the Grogu snot bricks, so these are supporting the bottom of the studs here. One of the problems is these sides aren't supported well, if at all. So if we could get, I'm going to use so many of these. Good thing I picked them up. There we go. We can use them. So I've just used one of the new 1x1 by 2/3 rounded off snot brick, just for an extra bit of stability. And it doesn't shine through too much. It would be nice to get all the pieces in dark bluish grey, which eventually I am going to switch out these rounded off bricks to dark bluish grey, unless I end up 3D printing them first. But you can see there's not really anything shining through, especially around that corner. There's a little bit at the bottom, but I think that'll be all right. That'll do. And also means we don't need as many of these as I thought we do. We can get rid of a whole stack of them. There we go. Half the stud rounded off. Get you in there. And the snot brick is taking shape. Let me pull it back. Yeah, don't need you. Although you don't fit, do you? 6 high. I'm looking at getting a few more of these big drawers, actually. I've got to keep an eye out for a sale, see if anyone's got some similar sized ones. Because I think having just all drawers here, it'd give you so much space for storing Lego, more than getting another few of these would. And I've got to fill that gap as well. Use all the drawers. So we want that on all sides. Going to get and start printing some storage bits. Awesome work. These are 3D printed. These blue tubs here that I've got for the drawers. Let me show you just before you go. Look at this. These are my snot bricks. And I've 3D printed little inserts for these drawers that fit in perfectly. It's so satisfying to drop them in. And if you are 3D printing these sort of, you know, tubs and storage boxes, it's nice to color code them. I've only done blue so far, but I would like to color code these for different sorts of bricks, and I guess probably just to look nice on the outside as well. But I use I'm sure any printing software. I use Bamboo Lab, even without, or it's Maker Lab, Bamboo Lab, Maker Lab. Even without a Bamboo Lab printer, I'm sure you could probably get it to work with your printer. And I add a cube, a primitive shape, a cube, into the software where you can add your prints and print it in vase mode. That's what I use for these. It only does one layer around the outside. Does it do two? It might do two. I feel like it only does one layer around the outside. I think one layer might have been the old one, and it hollows out the middle, removes the top layer, and that is how I end up with these cubes. It saves having to design them. It's a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky. You might be best following along with a tutorial if you didn't understand half of the words that just come out my mouth. Primitives? What am I all about? But yeah, have fun. Have fun. Still 3D printing after, well, I've been making Lego videos for 3 years now. So this is my 3rd year. So I've been printing for at least 3 years. I'm not planning on stopping anytime soon. No matter how expensive the filament gets. Never stopping. Alright. Does this look like a Pokemon? There's a magnet Pokemon, isn't there? This looks like the magnet Pokemon. I don't know my Pokemons too well. It's like Magneton. That's a Pokemon. This looks like Magneton. Just missing the eye in the middle. Or eyes. Yeah, I don't know why that reminds me of, but that's half the snot brick. Let's get working on the top half. We need a lot of 1x1s to fill up the corners. Gonna build a little, almost a little Jedi holocron. You know, the 3 1x1 plates, slightly offset. We're gonna sandwich a brick in the middle. How many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So 1x1 plate on top and below a 1x1 brick, and that makes the 5. Do 1x1 by 5/3 exist for bricks, or 1x1 by 5, where you've got them and they're only 5 tall? Is that what emits? Red one. Magneton. That's the one. Thanks, Chronic. Do they exist? I know 1x1 by 3 bricks exist, but I don't think these other ones do. They should do. I guess they do with 2 studs on the side, because that's all a tall snot brick is, which is what we're replacing with these middle ones here. Let's see if we've got some, yeah, dark bluish grey. Get some proper colours, or at least the one that we want. And we need another 8. Ooh, perfect. 8 of them connected together. Hello there, Alf. Welcome. All right. Stud you back. Stud you. Stud you. That does not sound proper. How do we connect the top ones? Because we've got the nice round, maybe a 1x1 cheese slope in the middle. Maybe that would work, but I think I'll probably leave it plain for now. And then on top, I guess we could hold it in with these rounded off bricks. Hello there, Anthony, welcome. So if we've got this rounded off brick here, we could connect these. I have to apologize. I know I've done a video apologizing now, but these bricks are beautiful. These are one of my favorite bricks from Lego. What was it, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? Don't like these bricks, shouldn't exist. Cut forward to now. These are my favorite bricks. These little snot bricks that are on. I'm tempted to, I'm going to London later on this week, and I might pop into a Lego store. I'm tempted just to buy, what, £20 worth of this element. I wouldn't need it. I have nowhere to store it. I don't need that many of this brick, but it's so nice. It's so useful, and the uses have just exploded. I need shares. I need shares in this brick. Anyone that don't know the brick, it's the new, this little one, the 1x1 rounded off corner snot brick that's 2 plates tall. It's an amazing brick. Honestly, can't tell you how amazing it is. It's not great for Star Wars sets, I have to say. The midi scale ships do not use it to its potential, which is not their fault. They're not trying to use it to its potential. They don't need that sort of connection. But it is a nice brick. There we go. I'm going to improve that snot brick design, because this is a lot better than the last one. And then this up here acts as a little support. If we can get a 1x2 across it, we can get our other corner bricks just in the middle. There we go. The other corner bricks just in the middle to support it, and then we can tile off the top. And that would be our first, not one, but 2 pieces for the STAP. Ooh. I do need to break, a lot of these are still stacked up where they were stored separately. I do kind of want to break them down. I don't know if I should separate the colour a bit more. So rather than just having all my dark bluish grey plates, if I should have 1x4s take up this whole section up here, maybe they should be in a separate drawer, or they should be locked away separately. But at the same time, if I need a 1x2, here I've got 1x2s and 1x1s. If I need a 1x4, I've got 1x4s, 3s, 2s, 1s, and I can just use anything smaller. So I take the big ones out, and all of you have bullied me into upgrading. You haven't bullied me really, but you've told me I should put effort into my sorting tray. So you remember that old bottle that I had laying around that I used as a funnel? Here we go. Because I'm playing with a lot of Ziploc bags and trying to funnel pieces into them, I had this bottle here, and it was, you know, it works. It works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I'm sat next to a 3D printer. So you all pointed out that I could 3D print a funnel, a tray, so many ideas in the comments, and I went ahead and 3D printed a tray. This has got a ton of stickered elements at the minute that I am de-stickering and cleaning them up, you know, getting rid of the sticker residue. A lot from like this from the Ghost, from Ahsoka, from the Lord of the Rings Shire as well, when we did that video April 1st. And this tray, it's the biggest I can print, and it might be a little too big for some elements, but it's handy because I can just pour the parts all out. Even these parts from here, I can pour them out and then start funneling them back, and there's actually a little funnel at the end. That's pretty cool. Hello there, Lego man. Hello there. How am I? I am good, thank you very much. We have just started building the STAP, the upscale droid, as you can see by the title, and we are making strides. Take a look at the snot brick already. As far as smoothing this off on the top, I got a load of the 2x4 tiles from the pad wall, and I didn't think of the top stud. That's a good point. I need a stud on top, and rather than filling in the hole, even though it's going to be covered with these slopes at the front of the STAP, both of these snot bricks are going to be covered, I am still going to leave a hole straight through the middle to make it accurate, which I didn't do with the last one. I have to own up to that. The last snot brick I built, where did the round, there. The last snot brick that I built, have I used all of them? Anyway, the last snot brick that I built didn't have a hole at the top, and even when we fixed it to have a hole at the top, it still had a plate underneath it. So I am completely hollowing this out, and I've just realized I've used all of the round 2x2 bricks. We're meant to be building 2 of these, and I don't have the round bricks to do it. Bought the new Night Trooper battle pack, they were normal stormtroopers, but notice they were night troopers. What are you going to do now? Hide them away. If you looked at the box and thought they were night troopers, no one's going to know. Fill the front row with actual stormtroopers, and then you can hide away the night troopers at the back. I've definitely done that for a few videos, and not quite thumbnails, but I've definitely done that for a few videos when I've been showing off clone troopers or that, and I've put the odd stormtrooper in the background because I didn't have enough to finish a line. You know, where you have like rows of 8s or rows of 4s, and then I fill the gaps. Yeah, give that a go and see what you think. All right, that's the final little snot brick in there, and then on top we're gonna need to build the other snot brick first. Let me leave this here. Let me catch this one up. Okay, what's my favorite lightsaber form? Form 3. Sorsu? The defense one. Kenobi's form. That's my favorite. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Nailed it. And then we need another 8. Oh, is this 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nailed it. Do you think I could do it a third time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nailed it. Okay, third time unlucky, eh? That wasn't bad though. Should have quit while I was ahead. Should have quit. And then underneath or on top? Underneath. There we go. 1. And in place of this, you could use a 1x1 with a high Krisu. Oh, nice. That one. That one's my favorite, for sure. You could use a 1x1 by 5 plates tool, but why would you want to when this new piece exists? I have enough issues with the Technic elements. You know, the Technic bricks that then have the plates across them. Not found a good use for those. And outside the big spaceships, there's not really a great use for those round Technic bricks that just loop back on themselves with a hole in the middle. Unless you build in something that needs that structure. Maybe the Falcon. The Falcon needs those for sure. And when we built the minifigure scale Bongo last year, that was a year ago, minifigure scale Bongo. That was good. That needed them. That needed all the support because that was the size of the Falcon. And then do we have enough? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We have 1 too many, or at least I hope we do. You don't want to miscount there. And then we need a duplicator for Lego, where we can just put in all the pieces, do it once, and get it to build the rest. Or does that get rid of the fun of replicating builds? And whilst I've got them here, if you ever want to line up plates, this plate right on the tip is a little wonky. Get a flat surface, just press them down. I saw a load of people doing a similar thing for I think it might have been the Draco Malfoy Manor, or the Malfoy Manor from Harry Potter. That has a few of these, but they're all bricks for the most part. And I know Rivendell had a load of tiles as well that you had to crisscross on the roof. That you can't press down on a flat surface. But you can grab a brick separator and line it up with the side of the brick separator. That's probably the easiest way I can think of doing it. Then we need... what do we need? No more of these bricks. There's no more. Oh, there is. We do need more of these bricks for the 1x1 plate in grey. So we could probably get all the grey elements done today. Oh no, we've got the bar. Oh, and the clip and the under. We can't do that. I got a bit too excited with the grey elements. We won't be doing them all. I do want to do a few of the brown ones because I don't know what brown pieces I've got whatsoever. And we only need 4. 4. What else do we have then for round bricks? Oh no, I said about the plates, didn't I? That's what I was going to look for before I got distracted. The round 4x4. 4 by 4 could have been in the bag, but they've probably got their own drawer. Round bricks, round plates, sorry, over here. And they're not in there. These ones have been sorted, but it doesn't mean I haven't hidden anything in the back. Who knows? No. Oh, these are fun. I want to build something with these elements. These like octopus elements. They got the 2x2. They're used in the Ahsoka playset. But I haven't. Oh, and they've also been used in a ballerina gift with purchase. They're the only times I've seen them used. They've been used elsewhere. I just haven't seen them. I do want to use those for another Star Wars mod because that was a fun play feature in Ahsoka. These haven't been sorted. I'm going to say you're not in there because I feel like I'd remember. And then these ones have been... Are they visible? Maybe I did put them in the bag. No, don't remember that whatsoever. Maybe I didn't put them in the bag. I just put them away. Let's have another look. Right. This is... We'll keep you out. Keep you out. Might need a few more grey bricks. Always need grey bricks, don't we? Always need grey bricks. Let's put you aside and try not to lose any of this. There we go. That's what we're building, but bigger. There's no neat way to do this. There we are. And I'm hoping one of these little Ziploc bags has some round 4x4. Are these bags big enough? Are these bags? Look at this 4x element. Oh no, that's a big bag. Yeah, there are some big bags in here. 3 big bags in here. Because some elements like 4x4s, half of my 4x4s fit in a bag. And maybe it is. I thought I had quite a few of the round 4x4s, but then again, you can fit quite a few elements in here. It's nice to go back through these whenever I start building, because even though I'm putting them in this bag and have been the last couple of days, it doesn't mean I remember what I'm putting in here. Some of the, like these arches, I completely forgot I put these arches in. I've got a few black ones and maybe grey ones currently used in builds, but I forgot that these were in there because I only have the 4 of those left in white. There might be a few in Rex as well. This isn't looking likely. They might not be in here. I wonder if I was just about to sort them. I have a few drawers that I've just shuffled off my desk that I was just looking through. And were they next up? There's a few of the road tiles as well. They've got their own zippy. We could do the little critter from Valerian. Whatever you feed. Yeah. Yeah, it'd just duplicate it, wouldn't it? As long as you had one of them, you'd be alright. Alright, it's not in here. But now I know what's it. Oh, those spiders. Look at that. Look at that. The little cute spiders. But a whole bag of spiders in there. Wouldn't want that coming alive. No, no, no. I'm fine with spiders. But if there's like 50 of them, I'm not fine with spiders anymore. Alright. Let's see. Is it in? I've got, what, 10 drawers? 10 little drawers down here. Oh, actually, I've got all of them, but 10 of them filled. Are there any wheels? Wheelie? Wheelie? No wheels? I thought for sure they were going to be down here. All right. Final 3. Nope. Nope. And last one under. No. All right. They're not in there. We're going to have another case of the Slave 1 micros, aren't we? Where it's going to be around, but it's not going to be around yet. Either way, I guess we can go ahead with a different colour. So what colour? Do we go with blue? I've got a load of these. Do we go with black? Got a few of those. Yellow. I have enough for like 2 studs of red as well. What do we think? Do we make this colourful, or do we try to blend it in? Do I have enough of either of these? How many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 24, because I need 4 for the other one. That's 4 stacks, isn't it? No, I thought this was blue. It's got a gold bum. I don't have enough of any of these colours. Yellow? No, yellow I only have 12. Red I have a stack and a bit. I have enough of these slopes. White wouldn't even work. I guess all the studs are covered, bar 1, 2, 3. So 3 of them need to be. Yeah, I think we go with black and blue. Black and blue. Black and blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll have black on top, and we'll just have blue around the side. 4, and I can take 2 of those back. If I've done my math correctly, we should have enough. If not, we know where they are, and we can get a few more. So that's all of the studs for the side, isn't it? We don't need these yet. These are for the 1x1, which we have also built before, just on the back of Grogu here. And each of these studs are being held on with a stud connector. Each stud, technically knob, this top little bit, the studs are the round by round, the 1x1 round plates, and the knobs are the little bits that are on the studs. So each of these knobs is half a plate tall, which adds up to snot bricks. We're not counting the Lego logo here. That's just annoying, the Lego logo. And yeah, using off-brand bricks, I wouldn't dream of it, you know. Lego off-brand, Lego off-brand. But when it comes to snot techniques without that Lego logo, if they've got their own brand, that's even worse. But without that Lego logo, or some of the knobs with the hole in the middle, they're quite handy because they can be pushed up against bricks where the Lego logo sticks out and technically makes the connection illegal, which is annoying. It is annoying. An illegal technique. All right. This is where sorting by color also helps, because all of these parts would have been, well, actually these parts would have been mixed, but all of the other parts would have already been broken down where they're just loose in a drawer. Easier to use rather than having to break them down, especially plates. Plates is the only problem. Bricks aren't hard to separate, but plates, even 1x, 2x, if you don't have a whole load of them, you're just not able to snap them off the end. You need to be lined up. There we go. And the blue doesn't look too odd with the grey, does it? I haven't seen it on the camera yet, but having seen it in person. Oh, line up the top ones as well. Haven't seen it in person. Yeah, it don't look too bad. It does look like we're building a giant robot. That would make a cute robot face. And you can start to see the grey through the cracks there. But it looks quite nice. If we rounded that off. Tell you what, instead of a B1, should we just build a robot? Give this little body and legs, arms and legs, and then call it a day? If we did that, we'd never get the B1 or anything else built for that matter. Everything would just be turned into cute little robots. And then for the final eyes, a bit creepy now, there's 3 eyes. 4. And then for the top section, we can't just use 2x4 plates now. Because we're going to have 1x5 tiles don't exist. 1x5 plates might. We use 2x4 plates still. And then, or we could, because we'd have the light. No, I think 2x4 plates would work. And then maybe 1x6 and 1x4 on top. It would work. It wouldn't be symmetrical around all 4 points, Wouldn't be symmetrical two ways. Or rotationally symmetric. Can't remember the proper word for that. But first, let's fill in these gaps. Make sure we got two snot bricks that kind of look the same. One of them's got grey studs, and the other one's got blue. I quite like the blue though. As they're covered, I think we can get away with the blue. There you go. 1x2 plates. Break them down first. And then slot you in there. Perfect. Nice and snug. And these are floating. Am I able to show it off? There you go. These snot bricks with a plate bridge in them are just floating, connected to the top of these studs, the rounded off bricks, with the hole in the middle, this time not obstructed whatsoever. Can't line this up. Perfect, look at that, perfect round hole. The other ones had squares, little rectangles in them that we could then slot a Technic brick into. And this way, actually this way, we could tile off the bottom and then tile off the Technic brick and have it removable. Have it as an added support feature. So that would still work even if we were to 3D print these, and I wouldn't recommend using Technic 3D printed. The only non-Lego Technic I'd recommend is if you're building anything massive, the giant metal rods, the Technic rods. I haven't found anyone, I haven't used any of them yet, so I don't know if anyone's good in terms of companies, but I'd love to test them out someday. Don't forget to stay hydrated. And now, time for the tops. What did I say? 2x4 plates. Did we decide on tiles? I don't think we did. We've got a tower of them. No. Why aren't you? Why aren't you in? Whole tower of them. 2 towers, actually. Nope, not doing that. And tiles, we've got 1x4. We need the corners in as well. Oh, we could do this because we've got some 2x4s. Yes, we could. Okay. So we're going to need some 2x2s. There you go. 1x. This is lazy. I'm not even getting up for this. And then also some more 1x2s from the side here, and I think that's all we need. So let's get started. 1x2s, 8 of them. That's definitely 8. Oh wow, 8 of you. This is where sorting by colour would be easy. Grab the grey tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. I think some of yous will be able to see just where I'm going with this by the parts that I'm collecting. This works, right? I'm pretty sure. Can't be running out of these. We got more grey tiles or more grey pieces to make. Oh, over there. Now. Oh, now the fun begins. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2, 2. It's breaking 2 off. I don't want 2. I want the second one. Come on. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Again, not 2 of them. The second one. Okay, you're going on the bottom. 2. Nailed it. Nailed it first time. And then we don't need... we will need these for the 1x1 plate. How tall? We could just use a 6x6. But we've got a ton of these. We don't have a ton. We do have a ton of 6x6s. I know I've got at least 10, maybe 12 6x6s. And the smaller plates are better to keep at hand. No, we might as well. We might as well. Oh, but then we need the gap. Yeah, we couldn't have the hole in the middle. The 1x1s, they do. No, we should go with this. So that's another 8. Another 8 2x4s. Preparing these for later. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, not 5. No. Or if you do have a few plates that are stuck, sometimes you can wedge the brick separator in the angle and get them out. Or sometimes it's hopeless. You move them to the bottom and continue. There you go. Let's just move these to the bottom and see how far we make it down. They're all going to do. Oh look, that one's a 4. That one's a 4. We don't want blocks of 4s. If we get to the 4, we know we've gone too far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and an 8. And it will become clear why I've done that later on when we get to the 1x1. So let's scoot yous out of the way and start bridging round these 2x4 elements. There you go. Making sure we fill everything but the center hole, and it's going to be rounded off as well. We'll do it the same on the other side. We won't try and mirror it. Where did you... Oh! Maybe we should support these innards whilst we're pressing them. Which you can do by squeezing a finger in the stud. And trying to go around the other side, but my finger's not fitting through there. I'm surprised my finger fits through the stud, to be fair. And now we've got the little holes for the studs at the top, but before we connect them, we're going to need some studs to connect our... We're going to need some knobs to connect our studs to. Is this getting confusing for anyone else, or is it just me? So we'll line the center with 1x2s. Yes, there we go. Just like that. Just like that. Would be easier to see. They disappeared. And that's on both of these snot bricks. And then we're going to start tiling off. For those of you that guessed it, congrats. We are going to be tiling off the corners with the 2x2s. And now you can see where the 1x2s are going to go. On the side, this looks like a piece that exists in Lego. One of those giant 6x6s, one of those road elements. They're 8x8s, not 6x6. Maybe why it looks a little weird. And now we've got the nice smooth top. We can get our 4 rounded bricks and finish off the first piece. And these rounded bricks will just stop any cave-ins on the top, or at least I hope so, because any pressure that gets pushed in on one of them will be enacting on all of them. Bit of science and math to save the Lego there. And there's our snot bricks, new and improved, with the rounded off hole in the middle. Perfect. Rounded off hole in not just front and back, but left and right as well. Perfect. And then the giant interior, which we're used to seeing for snot bricks. So this is element 1. We'll call this one the bottom one. The bottom one because it's got more grey showing. And I've just, oh no, these side ones are kind of showing with the blasters. But these will be covered up by the cheese slope and the blaster element once we get it looking like that. So they will be covered up, just not as much as we would like it. Not yet, at least. We'll have to wait for that. And now we've done these, I think we should probably connect them. So we can have a little look at the inside. There are 2 elements holding these pieces together. 2 rounded elements. That's going to be a lot of fun to build. The rounded elements are always the hardest. Though I am looking forward for those lightsaber hilts. We'll have to build a little blade to go with them as well. But we've got a trans clear 1x1 stud. I don't think we have 3x3 trans clear round bricks, do we? Let me fact check that. And then we also have the rounded stud with the pin, with the bar coming out of it, which seems easy enough. Again though, with the 3x3, we might have to use 6x6 rounded off plates, which is good because we can get rid of these. So these are now ready to be used for any other future projects. Honestly, don't think we can improve these whatsoever. Definitely going to go back and improve these for the Grogu Pram. And then, yes, we can pop up a few of these. So which one? This was the top one. So we'll have to remove a few of these round bricks. Make sure the... No, no. You stay in. Get back in there. There we go. And then we'll attach. We'll build this brick together. Hello there, Dashhound. We don't need these anymore. Should stack them. I'm just going to put them in there. There's enough space in that drawer now. And now we're building the 1x1 round tile modified with the what? How big's this bar element? Half a plate to... It's like 40%? 40% of a brick width. Tiny little one. It's the element. Pull this apart even more. That's just in here. This little element. The little nipple tile here. So that's what we're going to be putting together. And it should be fairly easy. If I've got enough of the plates. Because I don't think I have 6x6 bricks. But I was having a little look at if a piece existed. What piece? The clear. The trans clear. Oh, I'm good, thank you for asking. We're just building this battle droid. Which, well, we're building it upscaled. We're not just building this. This is tiny. We're building one massive, like Grogu, like Captain Rex here. So this is figure scale. The battle droid is same height as Rex, is it? So this is going to be massive. This is going to be tall. We're not going to be able to see this if we get this done on stream. I have to sit it on my lap. Oh, we've got a maul escaping. But these are 2 bricks from them so far. These are the 2 grey ones just in there. That goes to show how big it's going to be. That is. Welcome back, Noah. Let's have a little look. Let's get Brick Owl up. So I know what I'm searching for. What is it? 3x3s. They don't exist at all. What do you mean they don't? I know the tiles exist. 3x3 round bricks. Plates? The 3... No, not in the essence we want. 3x3 round plates don't exist. Oh wait, 3x3 Lego brick round corner. They do exist. Is this what I want? 6 colours, black, blue, red, transparent light blue, and white. The transparent round 3x3 brick corner 5152 is awesome. It comes 4 of them. Oh, in the Heart Lake City shopping mall. But 4 of them. It does exist. Okay, this is nice. I'll keep my eye out for this. So we'll have to come back for the transparent brick then. Because we can get 3 of those around one of the studs. And then... Oh no, we'd need 3 of those. We'd need 4 of those. And then does around 6x6 translucent exist? Surely not. I've been playing Battlefront 3 recently. If by Battlefront 3 you mean Splitgate, which is imagine Battlefront had portals. We got Mustafa. We did play that on Saturday. Brand new game that's only a week old. And this Wednesday actually we're playing the beta for Repo. So that's going to be a load of fun. Some more new gameplay on that. But yeah, Battlefront 3. If only. We can dream, we can dream. There's a white 6x6, but no translucent. Plus it needs the hole in the middle. Right. We could modify one of the sides to hold studs on the outside as well. So then it would hold them. We couldn't do it on the top, or could we? I don't think we'd need it. If they hold them on the side, I think that should be all right. Haven't played Splitgate 2 yet. It is so fun. I might end up playing it again. I haven't got rid of it. It's still downloaded in case I want to play again. So we've got transparent round bricks. All right, we're going to have to put this on the... Because I don't think this would... Unless we do 2x2s instead. I think there's too many ifs and buts with the 3x3 round bricks. Unless we do 2x2 round bricks, if they've come in a translucent, which transparent, surely they have. 20 sets. Oh, 20 old sets. Anything like after the 60s, 70s, 2002. A Santa Fe car, and that's the newest. Yeah, these aren't going to be... How many would we need? We'd also need them for the bottom, wouldn't we? So we'd need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, we'd need like 20. We'd need at least 16. I'd 120 just in case. And no one's got... Anyone got over 10? One place has 18. But there's discoloration because they're from the 70s. Oh, no. We're going to have to rework that. All right. I will have my thinking cap on the next time. But now we know that 3x3s do indeed exist. That's quite nice. Mean Battlefront 2. Haven't played Battlefront 2 for a hot minute. We played it the other day. Weeks ago. Was it a week ago? A week and a bit ago. And I haven't been on it since. Still waiting for an update. I know they're not going to update it. But like I said, we can dream. We can dream. I'd love for them to just surprise update at any point. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Look what I found. These are the 4x4s with the hole in them. Oh, well, I need some more of you as well. Any more? We've got some translucent ones as well. Some shiny translucent ones. Not enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we need one? Well, we're going to need these for the sabers as well. Yeah, I'm going to need to order some more rounded bricks. I'll find a set that has a ton of them in. I don't have any sets, do I? With a ton of rounded bricks. 1, 2, what's that? 4, 5, 6. So this is a fairly straightforward way of making that pin. Oh wait, we don't need this one. We need the brick. Because the pin doesn't have a hole in it. Well, it does. But it has a minuscule hole in it. So we need the full brick. You will work. And there we go. 6 of these plates with a 4x4. And we, no, wait, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. We need a 2x2. Back out, and we need to tile off the top. Oh, I've oversimplified this too much. All right. There's half of it. There's 5, 6 of that top big bit. And then we need one of these to go on top, and enough tiles. Again, not sure if I own 3x3s in tiles. I should do in dark bluish grey, or are they used in Ahsoka? They might be used for Ahsoka. So right now we'll have to keep the studs on the top. We'll smooth it over at a later date. I'll look for all of these elements, hopefully get a brick house store with all of them. But there we go. I feel like this is too small. The little bar element needs to be a bit longer, doesn't it? And then this is holding up the entire... How many translucent 2x2s? How long is it? It's 4 bricks wide. 4 bricks wide. 4 length bar, and that includes the bottom bit. We'll work out that. We'll work out that at a later point. Let's just find the bricks. So 4 bricks wide is 10 plates tall. and we need it 60. Divided by 3, 20. 20 bricks. 8. 14. Oh, 14. We've got this. That's it. That's all. Oh, no, there's one. There's one. 15. That's it. Oh, wait, is it rounded off? It's rounded off, isn't it? That's blue. 16. And we've got the bit at the end which goes over the stud, which is a plate tool. That's 2 bricks. 17, 18. And there's an extra little step up, which, so the bit that goes over is a 6x6, then a 4x4, which we could stretch out for 2 bricks. And now we've got the rest of the bar. Unless I can find one more 2x2. You're in here. I'll have a little hunt around. We might be able to stretch another one. But, oh yeah, having this. Fishing the top of the dropship. Finishing, sorry. Fishing off the dropship. Finishing the top of the dropship. Not bad. Not bad. I got to building a little ATRT. Check this out, Mr. Vader. Using your short, I put this bad boy together, and this looks awesome. It's going to feature in a video. Video's not out yet. No, I think it's coming out in a couple days. It's going to feature in a video, so keep your eye out for that. And I've made mine grey to look like the Wolfpack ATRT, to go with a little display that I'm building up. And this front feature that bends, the whole thing bends forward. Go check out on Mr. Vader's channel. Go check out the ATRT video, because this is genius. The fact that the trooper or the Jedi, whoever you've got in the ATRT, can just, you fold that forward, lift them out. That was the biggest problem with Lego's 501st ATRT, which then continues into the new one this year. The fact that you lift the minifigure up, there's no chance of connecting it to the handlebars, but you lift the minifigure up, the whole front of that Lego set comes with it. I don't know if anyone else has had that problem, but yeah, I've made a few different modifications. You'll see with the legs, it's a little thinner on the top, but I go over the few modifications I've made in that video. The back as well. I like the back. That's what made me want to build it. Because like I said, when we spoke about it last time, I was going to build my own one, but honestly, your ATRT was so good. There was no point in me trying from scratch. I might as well just work on what you've done, which was already really good. There we go. So this goes down into that quite a lot. Yeah, you can tell there was a lot of thought that went into it. And then we've got, what's the space between? If I can work out the space between, all right, I'm going to knock that over. We can work out the space between. I can work out what needs to go in the middle. Because we've got the 1x3 plate that's going to go over the front of them here, I know this has to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. 10. 2x4s with a 2x4 between them. And that holds it just in. So that holds it just in, which means if we could get, what, 2 plates and a tile on either side in a trans clear color, we might just be able to make this work. It wouldn't be as smooth as the rounded off bricks. We'll get there one day, but we can definitely make it work. Right, my plates are easy to find. It's the tiles that are the problem. Mainly because they're over on the desk at the minute. And I was looking for them over here. Oh, wait. Mr. Tiles were easy to find. I moved them. There we go. You and you. Might as well get them all. My thinking is if I just put these tiles, I could stack them all one side. I'm surprised to say There's a different style one here, which does look like it's got a crack in it. It doesn't. It's styled differently at the corner. And actually, I can see a few of them on the camera, but none of these have cracked or chipped or anything. Can't say that with all my colours. Now I've parted them out by colour, you can definitely tell which colours are a bit more fragile. Made a bricklink order for more white tiles, so it'll be... I wish the white tiles were on the pick and build, sorry, in Lego stores, because they've had tan tiles on there for ages, and we even get a few greys, which is nice to see, but white is a colour I need more of, a lot more of. Maybe I should get some like police sets. They should be on good sales. But you just can't beat bricklink sometimes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do I want to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 all sides? Do I not? Love Battlefront 2. Who's your go-to hero and villain? Ships I feel like are easier to play around with, but do you have a go-to hero and villain? Mine is... My villain, I do like Vader. Vader's menacing. And my go-to hero, probably Luke Skywalker. I'm not the greatest. Not the greatest with Luke. I'll tell you what, the Emperor, actually. Vader and Maul. Oh, I do like Maul. Maul's saber throw is handy. Because dependent when you're playing Battlefront, not many people that like a fight up close. They prefer to use their abilities, I found. Hello there, Luffies. Going good, thank you. We are building the B1 and STAP, and you can start to see how big this is going to be. Massive. Absolutely massive. I might not have enough tiles to do this. Clear ones, at least. Right, we might need some rounded tiles. Maybe that's where I'm going wrong. If I can levitate this, we can have some rounded tiles on the bottom, and then that would just stagger it up. Oh, Han. Oh, Boba Fett. Boba Fett's good. I like Boba Fett's jetpack. Getting out of the way and just shooting everyone. But Han's good. Han is good. I've used a few, you know, Han Solo, where you're just rolling around to dodge all the lightsabers. Comes in handy in Repo. Does come in handy in Repo. Use that to get away from the head and a few other monsters from time to time. Putting my Battlefront 2 skills to the test there. And then, what do we need? Where's that tray? Should have sorted out these stickers before the stream. Then I'd have an empty tray to work with. I'll do it afterwards. This tray is 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters. And of course I've personalized it with my name. Comes in so handy. You're about to see exactly what I mean. There you go. Pouring out the tiles. And now I can see exactly what colors we have. And I have one light bluish grey. So we're not using that. We'll be using dark bluish grey. We'll just place 4 tiles around this side. And then to build up this side here, we'll have 4 plates stacked on each side. At least we've got something translucent. How's the tray? The tray is so much easier, yes. It's a lot easier, and then, like, once I've got rid of these, so what do I need? Another 4 dark bluish grey? Let's pull those out. Oh, there was 2 light bluish grey. Not enough for a full circle. I just... Oh, this is the wrong piece to be showing off. There you go. I just tip it towards it. Make sure it doesn't clog. This is why I need some with a wider spout. This is the only tray I've got at the minute, because this was a test. And honestly, didn't expect this to work so good. But I need some with a wider spout. And also, I might move the spout into the corner, because I don't feel like I need this extended little bit. And if I cut that out, I can expand the tray just that extra little bit. So that would be, yeah, nitpicking. Again, nitpicking, but only the best. Only the best for our Lego station. What's my opinion on the Lego Dark Side Developer Kit? The Lego Dark Side Developer Kit? I don't know what that is. Developer kit. I best not be sharing the screen after butchering that. 578 pieces, 9754. Released in the year 2000, currently goes, I mean, it retailed for $100, currently goes for $217. What is, I've never heard of this. Oh, it looks quite good. So it's Mindstorms, it's Technic with motors, and it's the AT-AT, but it's not the motorized placer AT-AT. It's like a 2000s Technic vehicle. Hello there, Muzamil. Hopefully I didn't butcher your name too bad. It is. It's like a early 2000s Technic AT-AT. It's nostalgic. I didn't get any of those sets, but I remember seeing a ton of them in the store, the Technic ones. And it's also got, is it like a multi-build? You can build it into different things. No instructions available. I'd love to see, I might have to see if there's a clip of it. Someone's got to have built it, right? There's a few videos of people with a box. I wonder how many of them have opened it. It's a lot of money to be opening. In 2000. I do have a Discord for members, which is also where I share a lot of the instructions I did when I was making them. And we talk about a load of the new releases and little bits over there. We have a memes channel as well. We have a Lego memes channel. And now, hey, that fits, and we don't have to worry about it spinning. Wah! 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 That's it. This is what the rest of the stream is now. We're just gonna, oh no, we're just gonna spin them. Do you think it spins just as well the other way, or do you think it spins better because it's lighter? No, it spins better this way. I think it spins about the same, but we are going to be connecting them on the front. Feel like Battlefront 2 Boba needs an actual flamethrower ability because it's meant to keep Jedi away. I feel like he could just have a permanent, like a melee that's a flamethrower rather than just a little one. Yeah, that would be quite good. It's an honor for me to build the AT-RT. What did I do with it? Did I put it back? I did put it back. It scales up beautifully, by the way. I'm a big fan of minifigure scale, 145. It scales up beautifully to the STAP. It genuinely does. They are off the ground, they're about the same height. About, maybe a plate higher or lower, and I don't have this fully pressed in. Which, why does this stick? Why does that work? Why? That's not meant to work. Wait. Why does that work? That's just pressed in, you've seen. There's nothing connecting this. There's nothing the whole way through. That is hollow. Nothing in there. And this is nice and loose. But this holds in, and we can press it all the way through, or we can keep it out just a little bit. And why? Maybe a bit more. There you go. Why does that work? I don't know. That's confused me. That is that meant to work? Yeah, it's not squishing any of these bricks on the outside. I want them to be a bit more secure, but it works. Okay, what we could do, we could fill that in, we could use a bit of Technic, but it works so far, and we know we don't need any more of the pieces at the bottom. I do want to expand that out into, I guess, into the clear dish. I don't think a dish that big exists. We might have to 3D print our own custom display for it, a bit like we did with Grogu's head. Cheating a little bit. It's one of those forgotten sets yet seen everywhere. Yeah, when I googled it, there were so many images. Yeah, I had no idea about it. I am from the UK, yes. How do you join? By hitting the join button down below. If you're watching this on a vertical stream, I don't know if there's a join button anywhere on the screen, but if you're watching this on a horizontal stream, down below, hit the join button, 99p to become a channel member. And I'm behind. I haven't added our brand new member. I apologize. Your tile will be on here. You know what? You know what? I could do that now. Should I do that live on stream? I should. But you do get your name on a custom 3D printed tile, which is Lego compatible on the Master Moldy members monolith. Try saying that 5 times fast. Just finished the dropship and it fits perfectly. Nice. How does, honestly, Dash Hound, it makes no sense, does it? There is nothing holding it in. There's no friction because that's the exact same connection. Does this work the other way around? What? What do you, it's the same element. It's a 2x2. Is the translucent one bigger? Is it that hot in this room that the translucent one is, what, expanded that much? But it just holds it. Have I put it in enough? Look, it's defying gravity. It's defying gravity. There are no tricks here. Nothing. Oh, there you go. Now it looks like I was holding it up. There's no sort of tricks here. All right, that's at the angle. If we can hold it straight. How does it make, how to join the Discord, the members Discord? Yes, so the members Discord, once you are a member, oh yeah, your tile's right here. I completely forgot about that. Thank you for becoming a member. But yes, Discord. If you connect your YouTube to your Discord account through Discord, you can Google it. It's kind of straightforward to do, but like if you know what you're doing, once you Google it, I'm sure you'll find out, and then you'll be able. I think you're sent the link. You're sent the link for no problem. Thank you for becoming a member. I think you sent the link when you become a member. If you didn't get the link, ooh, let's have a little look. I'll look into that. I might have to refresh the link. The link might have disappeared, so I'll refresh it. And if you hit join, maybe I'll post it to members. I'll post it to members and have it set up to post, because I think I need a new code every month, and I don't remember the last time I updated it. So I'll put it in the members tab over on YouTube. I'll have a little link up after this stream. I'll get it. And then, yeah, if you click through the link, YouTube registers through Discord and you unlock all the different perks dependent on your tier, which is quite handy. Saves me having to do it all manually. Gonna go record a short. I look forward to seeing it. Can't wait. So we've done the 1x1 with the gap. I mean, kind of. We do need the 2 3x3 round bricks, but they're only in one expensive friend set at the minute, so I'm not buying 2 of those. And we've done 1, 2, 3, 4 different elements. 5? Can we count 5? Let's get work on the 1x3 brown brick. And for that, we're going to need quite a few plates and bricks and everything. So let's build the base first, because it's 6 plates tall, which is 2 bricks. Oh, if only I had 2 of these. Oh, look at it. Look at it. It's perfect. It's perfect. I only have 1. Where did I get this from? Wrong drawer. Wrong drawer, by the way. This is not the drawer I meant to get. I meant to get the one below it. There we go. And then that would be 16. Looking at it. Or is it 18? Bang on. 16. 2 of those. 2 1x6s. If they exist. Red, yellow, neon, blue, nougat. That's a nice one. Oh, we got the claret or the dark red. Got dark blue, black, red, grey. 1x3, 1x4, brown. Brown, brown, brown. Does anything use brown bricks? Oh, the Minecraft dirt. I'll probably use a ton of those for that. think I can change the Discord link to permanent. Oh, nice. I wonder if I can pin a post in the members one. Had Discord for a short time and know how to create a whole server. Features so odd. I've had Discord for a long time. I did not know you could make the link permanent. So thank you so much for letting me know. Hello there, Narwhal. Welcome to the stream. Currently looking for some 4x6 brown bricks, or, you know, honestly, anything at this point. We might have to recite. I don't have any 1x3s. I might need some 1x2s. I know I've got those. I can see those. I can see one of them. And what do we need? 6. Oh, I thought this bottom one is the same shade. That's nice to know. I thought it was a different shade. I thought it was one of the older brown. I was going to get worried. I weren't collecting Lego when the old... I might have been. But I don't have any of the brown bricks from the old days, from the brittler brown. So I don't know why I got so panicked. But yes, I do, like, on top of repo, do like a good bit of Lego. See ya. And now we need... I might try and create the holes in the middle. That could be quite fun. So with Lego plates, they have little holes. Not these big ones in the middle, but these little ones up in the corner. And I might try and complicate things by creating those. I'd need some 4x6s and 2x6s. Two of each. 2 of each. But that depends if I have... No 4x6s. That one's not bad. We can create 4x6. We can create 4x6s with 2x6s. What we can't do is create 2x6s with 4x6s. You know, Lego math. Fun. And then we need some 2x2s. Look. I won't bring them all out. Actually, those top ones are not the same brown. That is a different brown entirely. And then 2x2s as well, which I should split up. We might need more than that. There we go. We'll grab a tower of those. And then we need Saint to go over the top. We could just litter it with 2x6s. I don't seem to have many of anything else in brown. Are these brown? I think they're 4 by 10. 4 by 10. We need 6 by 18. 4 by 10. Kroku. It is, isn't it? A giant. I think it's what? It must be like 50 centimeters tall, 60 wide. Massive. Maybe. Stand up for this. Stop sitting down. You can if you set the expiration to never. I'll have a little look at that. If I need any help, I'll let you know. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Add another 6 in there. That'll be handy for the next plates. And now, tiles. Tiles are going to be fun. Because I don't know how many of these plates I've got, and I'm going to need plates in the middle, aren't I? So hopefully I have some 2x2s. And then what else do I have? This is where I need to get onto sorting tiles. Tiles is going to be my next big thing. Wednesday I want to build another Lego Star Wars set, another one that I haven't done, that's going to need a lot of brown tiles. Maybe now's not the great time to be building that set, but I do want to go and build that at some point. So I best get that out of the way, I guess, if I need them all. Thankfully, not a lot of flat surfaces, so we can get away with building these. We could stud them. What am I doing? 6. Right, now we know that this voodoo works. We can get this out of here. You just put that. Oh, we'll put it over here. There we go. That's the STAP so far. And now this is going to hold everything together, quite literally. The 2x2s are going on this. The 1x8s fit on the other side. The 1x2, sorry. Keep calling them 2x2s. They're not. They're 1x2s. And then this will give us in the middle a little 2x2 hole. If we put some 2x2s on each side, these are the 2x2s. Then it will give us the little hole in the middle, like with the actual studs. And I think for the 2x2 plates, the two 2x2 plates, 222, we did put a little hole, a little round bit in the middle. So I should get 2x2 wrap. Can I not say 2? Can I stop saying 2 from now? So we'll get not 1, not 3 of these, not 1, not 3 by not 1 by 3. And then this will also hold those 6 length double plates in just like that. This is becoming accurate, scarily accurate. I mean, we were accurate with Grogu, but this is like pinpoint precision now. This isn't accurate, this is nitpicking. And we could get another 3 of these. Should we see what tiles we've got? And then if I need the tiles for the set that I'm building, I can always go back to here and steal them. Because is this the only plate? 1x3 and a 1x2, which technically shouldn't be a 1x2. This piece on top shouldn't be 2 1x2 slopes. I don't own the piece in brown. I don't think the piece exists in brown, not in reddish brown. And I can't remember what Lego are meant to be doing for their set. So I'll have a little look at that. And we might make that into the blue piece, but in brown. Rather than what I've built down there. 1, 2, 3, one more. Come on, one more. Where's... Oh, there you are, there you are, there you are. I didn't want to pour it all out, which I probably should have just gone for it and poured it out. Oh, there we go. With the small funnel, it works perfectly. You just got to start, keep unsticking them. And maybe printing my name on it wasn't the best idea to have it bumpy, to have it sticking out. Maybe I should have had it pointing in so that the bricks didn't get caught on it. But that's why we 3D print first copies. I also want it a bit more colourful than this. These stack. These do stack. If I want a few of these to sit in a drawer, especially if I can get rid of this little corner bit, that'll be nice and handy. And now we can upgrade. Upgrades, people. Just notice the drop. Oh, I'm going. Just notice the dropship is almost big scale. That is nice when you accidentally get something big scale. When I get onto the invite, when I select near the sock, it says this link expires in 7 days. Yeah. Then it says edit, and then I can figure it out from there. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm going to do that afterwards. Get a permanent link, and then I will add it to the join page, and also post it. So it'll be on the members. I don't know if it shows up on the community post as well, but it should be on the members tab. So you can see all the different members stuff. And there will be more members stuff coming. There will be, I promise. It's on its way. Just like that next merch drop as well. It's on its way. It's coming. It's coming. There are some good ideas. Just you wait. There's some good ideas. And then we don't need 2x4s. The Lego set that I'm looking at uses a lot of 1 by reddish brown tiles and actually a lot of tan, which is why I want to build this. It's not the Yavin playset. I might have to do that, but notice might just join membership monthly because currently only have it for 1 month. I don't know how the memberships work. I subscribed to a membership once years ago for a month, and that was it. And yeah, I don't remember how it works. Oh, I need 2 more 2x2 tiles. Imagine if I spelled someone's name wrong on the members tiles. I'm not going to tell you Dash Hound, and it wasn't yours. It wasn't your name. Do I remember? Yes, I remember whose name it was. I have spelt someone's name wrong. Don't worry, if you are a member, your name isn't spelt wrong on here. But I had to re-record a section of video because I noticed editing it that I hadn't really spelt the name wrong. I'd forgotten a few letters. Yeah, it was just an honest mistake. But I have spelt someone's name wrong in the past, and I have had to go back and fix that. I'm not going to tell you who. And I did scrap the tiles. Actually, I made the mistake of reprinting, I think it was only like 2, 3, maybe 4 tiles on the print bed. So, I mean, that gives away whose name it isn't straight away. But there was only a few names on the print bed, and I printed all of them again. Did I have to? No. But yes, I have spelt someone's name wrong, and it wasn't you. Yes, starting... oh, nice. I don't keep up with Instagram. I mean, I kind of do. I post every now and then I forget for like a month. And then I go back. And then I forget for another couple of weeks. I'm inconsistently on there. What do we need? 1x2s. Not use. Are we doing grey next? Yeah, we're doing the grey 1x1. I definitely want to get the grey 1x1 done today at some point. Where'd I get these from? There we go. I was thinking as well of blue tacking some Lego pieces to the front of these drawers. Don't think that would help. Hot weather, hot room, they'll be falling, and I'll have Lego pieces all over the display. But I'm still not convinced that being able to see through... I can see through. I can see exactly what pieces are here. Some of the dark greens are harder to see, but I know they're harder to see. They're dark green. So... I'm still thinking of something. I could 3D print something that clips underneath the handles, and then I could have a few different pieces in there. Or I could just line up one of the pieces in the front of the drawer, like these panels, just line it up to the front so I can see exactly what it is. And brown. That's what I need. Reddish brown. Come on. 1x2s, 1x2 tiles, which I've only just put back. And 2x2s, but I'm pretty sure we've milked those. We'll have a look. Here's a red one. I could get away with red from a distance, but we don't want to get away with. We want to purposefully do... Ooh. What if I had a 2x6 or 1x6s in brown? Again, think I've probably got more chance looking through these 1x2 tiles. It's mind-boggling. Because you can almost fit a because you can make a almost fig scale dropship with spare pieces. That is mind-boggling. Some of the things you can put together. I mean, it's not even as big as a fig scale dropship, I don't think. But when I put together the Malevolence, the secret Malevolence from 2013. No, the Invisible Hand. No, the Invisible Hand got a set. Did the Malevolence get a set? No, it might have been the Invisible Hand. It wasn't the Malevolence. The Malevolence got a playset. When I put together the playset Scout Invisible Hand, before they went and did the MIDI Scout one last year, that like retired last year in the UK. Can't believe that happened. I scrapped that together with spare pieces. That was insane that I could put that together. I mean, I didn't have all the pieces, but I did have quite a few of them. I had enough to then scrap together the rest. So, do I like Lego? That's a tricky question. Yeah, Lego is... I think Lego's always been a big part of my life. Obviously, now it's work, so I don't get a choice. It's a big part of my life. It's a lot of fun. But, yeah. Lego, I wouldn't be able to, but I still think I'd put Star Wars above Lego. It's the only thing. Invisible Hand playset doesn't exist. So there's a secret 2030. If you played the Quest for R2-D2, some of you might be too young to even know what game that is. I had so many hours on that and I still didn't complete it. I only got 2 of the folders, I think, I remember saying. But there was a game, Quest for R2-D2, and it was 2013 era. it gave you had 4 different chapters. You had to save R2-D2, but you had to complete it as like Anakin, Asajj, and there were 2 other characters. I don't remember the other 2 because I'm pretty sure I only did Anakin and Asajj. And each of those got you your reward for playing the game was an instruction booklet numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you got all 4 of those and picked up pretty much every single 2013 playset, including the big ones, including the Malevolence playset, the Venator playset, and some of the little ones as well, you got the 4 instructions to build a secret set using pieces from those sets. They could have done this with like 2 sets, to be honest. There was enough pieces in those 2 big sets to build most of that ship. But I think there was like some wedges, some long wedges that came, like the dark red ones with the Old Republic ship. Some of those size wedges that only came in like a Mando speeder or something like that. But yeah, it was a secret set. I do have a video on it. Let me find out for you what that video was called. If anyone does want to go and watch it. Oh, Star Wars Father's Day. Jango Fett doesn't have arm printing. Hold up. Star Wars Malaysia have released a Father's Day short. Good old Star Wars Malaysia. A lot of adverts, promos and stuff. A lot more than we get over here in the UK. And they've released a short with no arm printing. This was yesterday, so I am a day behind. But I think this might be a look at the new playset scale Jango Fett Slave 1. Because in the UCS set, the exclusive minifigure as actually, it isn't shown on top. Usually the minifigure in this box is exclusive to the UCS set, and we get both of them on the front. But Jango Fett here has arm printing, which is exclusive to the UCS set. So I guess the playset's not coming with arm printing, that's confirmed. And we've also got a closer look at it in an animation. Now, I do have to say, animations never accurate to the set. Lego take a load of, they do a little bit extra for these animations, and especially with the games, they don't stick to the set. They probably get an early copy of the set and get to twist it a little bit. So it's not going to be 1 for 1, but it's nice to get an early look at the Father's Day special. Excuse me. Fancy playing the complete saga. It's so good. It has aged like mature cheddar. It has aged like a nice cheese. Best Star Wars movie. I'll be honest, I'll get angry because I hate opinions. You're a true Star Wars fan, dare I say it. Favorite movie, Attack of the Clones. Yep, always has been, always will be. That's one opinion I will never shift. And it was, there you go, sense of how old I am. It was the first Star Wars movie after I was born. Just missed out on the Phantom Menace. Just. Complete Saga's good. I played it not too long ago. Well, no, it doesn't feel too long ago, but it never does for classic games. It's a few weeks ago, a few months ago probably at this point. And it still holds up the test of time. There's too many Lego sets. What are we going to do? It's treason then. Too many Lego. Too many Lego. Who said that? Quick, get him. The best original trilogy movie. You see, again, Return of the Jedi. And sometimes I say it and I have to think, it's like Empire is the movie, isn't it? That's what everyone says. Why isn't Empire my favorite? And honestly, Endor, Ewoks. I blame my mum. My mum loves the Ewoks. I think that's definitely to the Ugnaughts. Does anyone really like the Ugnaughts? I mean, no hate to them, I like Quill. But the Ugnaughts are just kind of annoying in Empire Strikes Back because they keep attacking 3PO. Leave them alone. Pick on someone your own size. Not the Ewoks. They'll eat you. Don't go for the Ewoks. Stay away. They are not cuddly bears. It's a trap. It's a trap. You have fouled me. Definitely not. Oh, the Anzellans. Yes, that's if we don't get a giant brick built Anzellan, we're getting a brick built we're allegedly getting, there's a rumour, we're allegedly getting a brick built Ewok later this year. We're getting a brick built Ewok. It's basically all but confirmed. I think we've even seen a few Aya images and that. But if we don't get a brick built Anzellan from The Mandalorian, the little guy from Rise of Skywalker, featuring in the Mandalorian movie, those roses, oh, they're awesome. I want a brick built Anzellan. That's actually something I'd get. It's Empire. Yeah, everyone says Empire. Well, not everyone. I'm sure there's some of you that prefer A New Hope, the origin of Star Wars. And there's some other Revenge of the Sith fans out there. No, I meant to say Revenge of the Jedi, which was the original working title. My favourite poster as well. I tell you what, the new poster that's come out for Return seems... that one's the best. The new poster is the best, but the original Revenge of the Jedi, that poster is awesome. Oh, thank you, Sebastian. Welcome to the channel. Seem like an awesome guy. Thank you very much. You too. Takes one to know one. Do I use 2x4s? Yeah, because we've got to fill up. I don't think I have any 4x4s. This is a giant 1x3 plate. And doesn't this look satisfying? Oh, my first favourite piece that I upscaled was this jumper tile under here. With the one stud in the middle, that was satisfying. And then that got upgraded to this clip and bar element. I'm going to say, I'll wait until I finish building it. I don't know if I feel the same with the studs on the top. But yeah, I don't know if I'll feel the same. But right now, it's super satisfying. And I definitely like the extra holes in the middle. Just joking. Always preferred the original trilogy. Yeah, I suppose it's probably what you grow up with. By the time I got introduced to Star Wars, Attack of the Clones had been out. So it was very much, you know, original trilogy on video. Let's go grab those. So my dad did have the was it not the special edition? Was it the gold edition? The original theatrical cuts that they re-released in the 80s on video. And I don't have those, but oh no, wait, this might be the gold edition. But I do have the original, and this isn't for show. This is the actual, you know, VHSs. They're not in order. That is not the order of Star Wars. Star Wars Return of the Jedi Empire. That is not the order. Yeah, these are the official things. Let's not drop them now. Still worth a bit of money. These are the original VHSs. Look at that. Are they out? Are they unwind? Do I need to wind those back? How do videos work? Is that? No, that means it's been watched on the right hand side, doesn't it? Do I need to undo? Oh, well, I'll find that out if I can ever get my hands on a video player. I don't actually have a way of watching these. And even if I did have a video player, I'm not sure my monitor would connect to it. But yes, I do. Oh. I used to have hours of fun with this as a kid. When you push it in, there's a little seam up here and it makes a farting noise every time. No foul. But yeah, I need to get a video player so I can watch through. These are the special editions from what year? These are the special editions from 97. So this is probably the final special edition before one of the first special editions. I think the first special edition was 88, and in 97 was probably the second run. So in 88 they added TIE fighters, basically one of the only changes. They'd also had Jabba by that point. And 97, I don't know what the changes are. No, mine. Yes, they are. When you were younger, I never watched the prequels, probably because if your dad introduced it to you and your dad was a big originals fan, because my dad introduced me to Star Wars. They were my dad's videos, but it was my mum that took me to the cinema to see Clone Wars, and then watch the Clone Wars show with me. My dad never really got into Clone Wars until the last couple of years when I convinced him to start watching it. And even then, there's too much Clone Wars, isn't there? Especially when you're working a lot. There's too much Clone Wars to get into now. 7 seasons and a movie. You need an entire week off just to get started. 2 by 1s. I said 2. I've probably said 2 a load of times already. And 2 by 4s. Go. I guess I've just paired this up with dark brown. Can't say I ever look at dark brown pieces. Since the Fluttercraft, might have been the last time. And then I'm just going to hope I've got enough round bricks to sit on top of these. Everyone loves Darth Jar Jar. You know, Darth Dobby. Oh no. Harry Potter must not go back to Hogwarts. Do it! Lightning coming from Dobby's hands. Harry Potter flies across the room. That's terrifying. I don't want to think of Darth Dobby. I'm going to have nightmares tonight. It's a good thing I don't dream. Convince your teacher to watch Clone Wars. Awesome. Yeah, there's so many Star Wars fans that don't know Clone Wars. I still can't get over the fact that one of my friends I have spent over a decade knowing has still not watched Clone Wars. That's a crime. It's a crime. It is. That is punishable by watching Clone Wars. Sat in a room, just Clone Wars, nothing else. Clone Wars couch. You know, an inflatable Jar Jar head to sit on. Right, that might be pushing it too far. Master gave Dobby a lightsaber, a very cool one. Do you think Dobby's lightsaber? Because Dobby didn't have a Dobby didn't have a wand. Dobby was a house elf. I got my Harry Potter professional just off camera. Yeah, lightsaber. Lightsaber. Dobby is an assassin. Secretly. One session, yes. One session for the entirety. Everything. Alright, I don't have... Do I? No, I don't have round 4x4s with brown. I could get away with a 2x2, but I think that'd look a bit silly, wouldn't it? Let's have a look. Okay, it doesn't look too silly, but it doesn't look too normal either. That don't look like a Lego brick. No. Let's see if we've got a few plates. That'll fix it up. Oh. What? Nothing? Nothing? Nothing. I've got no brown plates. Well, I guess we go with the smaller bricks, and unless I square them off. Again, really, I'd like for these to be rounded off bricks, but I don't own them in brown. I should have had a little look at this. I could have just ordered a ton of them. Qui-Gon didn't kill Maul. It was Darth Dobby. What if Dobby was in the Star Wars universe? Dobby in place of Yoda. There is no try. Do or do not. Master Potter must not try. That'd be quite funny. All right, we've got some of these corner bricks. They might work. Maybe we stick with the small ones for now. And I'll come back. I'll come back to it and add some more. Would I rather lightsaber duel Maul or Dobby? Maul. Maul, I've seen how Maul fights. If I lose to Maul, I can lose well. You know, quick and painful. Maul will make it. Dobby. I don't know what Dobby will do. I don't want to know. Does it fit? Moment of truth. Does it fit? It fits! Yay! We did it! We did it! And this fits on the top. Still don't know how this balances. How heavy do you think we can make it? Oh, is it? Oh no, it hasn't. Look, look. Oh, did I just snap it? Don't look, don't look. I do want to get an axle up here. I forgot about that. But look, it's floating. It's floating still. All right, yeah, it does break. But we can fix that with an axle. The problem being, there's not an axle long enough. There is. There is an axle long enough. I've got an axle long enough. It's down here. There is an axle long enough from the Harry Potter make and take. From the wand. But this was 16 bricks long with a handle. We only want 16. Yeah, this is 16 bricks long without a handle. So that's too long. Do we have anything smaller? This is from the wand, the Harry Potter make and take. Avada Kedavra. Anakin must not be a Jedi. Dobby's stopping Anakin going back to Coruscant rather than Potter going back to Hogwarts. Alright, we might need a flimsy bar. This is the next longest axle I've got, which is a bit shorter. This one will work fine, and it's light bluish grey. This is from a Luke Landspeeder. See, everyone hating on those Luke Landspeeders. Without Luke's Landspeeder, I wouldn't have this bar element here to put in it, and this is going to be a pain to slide on, isn't it? Do you fit? Oh, barely. I should have done this one at a time. Who would win, Maul or Dobby? I think Darth Maul. I think Darth Maul is the epitome of the dark, because even Anakin, you know, Anakin was toying around. Anakin, Vader, I don't think he was the epitome of the dark. He just killed a few more Jedi. I don't... The epitome of a duck. I don't know, but Vader did. Vader toyed with... See, Maul hated them. Vader toyed with them. Vader was more scary because Vader was just playing with his food. But Maul was the dark side. Whereas Anakin just didn't care at that point. He wasn't just dark side. He was empty, which I'd argue is scarier. Vader's scarier than Maul. I fought both of them in AR, and Vader was the only one that made my hair stand up on end. Made me nearly poo myself. That's scary. You don't want to go up against Vader. See Vader, I'm running the other way. I'm not putting up a fight. Whereas Maul, you'd at least try. So Darth Dobby, yes, Darth Dobby versus Maul. I think Maul would win. But I'd still rather fight Maul than Dobby. Dobby scares me with a lightsaber. Especially Dobby's an elf. If you're including all Dobby's powers, including like Snap and he's behind you, no thanks. I'm tapping out. Yeah, Maul versus Vader, that was my own thing. I still think Maul's the epitome of the dark. Anakin, I don't know. Anakin's scarier, but I wouldn't say he's filled with more dark side. I don't know if there's an actual Star Wars in universe explanation for what I'm trying to say here. Alright. This might not be too bad, actually. We might still keep this separate from the dish below it. But connected enough. Connected enough so that it... I wonder if I've got any curved round windows. Maul will not be able to put up a fight. Yeah, I don't think Maul wins if Dobby's got the powers. There's no chance. I take that back. And there you go. Now it can be... It's got a bit of flex to it. It does have a little bit of flex to it because it is just a load of bricks. But now it's all secure. This is an absolute bullet. This would be cool if you were building some sort of weapon and needed like that little effect behind the bullet. That'd be cool. How are we going to go? We're going to do 4 4, and then we could expand with a bigger one. I'm trying to think how we can go about doing this bottom bit now, because I would like to get it on some sort of stand. We don't have the maybe we can go with grey. Oh, no, that's dark grey. No light grey. Let's get some of the plates. Now that we know we've got them, we can stand them up. Dobby is behind you. Dobby's watching. Always watching. That's creepy. All right. 6 of those, 6 of these, 6 of them, 6 of the other. Oh, that is a... Oh, that's 5. My bad. That is a workout. A little workout. But a workout. And then... I'm going to have a little look, because I know Minifigure Jez, shout out Minifigure Jez, has built this. Has built this element for his space. Oh, we should have... Yeah, we should have replaced those with flat pieces. Let's do that quick. Has built this for his space. Space buggy, I think it was. And this should have been only 2, shouldn't it? Because we only wanted an extra brick. I've done that too thick. So I'm going to have a little look, see how he's done it. And see if there's anything we can take from it. Oh no, we didn't have the quarter. We do have them in dark bluish grey, but we don't have them in light bluish grey or translucent. So another element, I'll see if it does exist. There we go. Right, let's put those back. We have an answer for Maul versus Vader from Mr. Vader. Mr. Vader himself. If anyone knows, it'll be Vader. Anakin was broken, whereas Maul lives for revenge. Anakin only wanted to save Padme, and he felt he lost. Yeah, he didn't hate anymore, did he? He was done with it all. There we go. Perfect. Don't worry, YouTube. It's only a Lego element. No need to censor that. And it can go straight in the butt of the STAP though. All right. That's going to have to hold it on because of the weight. And I might have to 3D print a big dish. I don't know if... What's the biggest dish Lego has done? What are my thoughts on Andor? Ignoring the fact that Darth Dobby isn't in it. Yeah, I was gutted. Especially when Darth Dobby showed up in the trailer. I thought they were going to give us it in Andor. And they ended up leaving out Darth Dobby. That was the best bit. That was the best bit from the Legends comics, right? But my thoughts on Andor, I loved it. Andor was better than Rogue One. Somehow. Don't ask me how they did it. No idea, but they did manage to improve it, and improve it from season 1 as well. The story, how it tied up to Rebels, how it tied up to Rogue One, and even how it tied up to A New Hope and bits that aren't explored in, say, Rogue One, and well, they're kind of explored in Rebels. There we go. That's what we started with versus how it's going. This is a better side because at least we've got the bottom in the correct grey. The blue looks a bit funny, and I will swap the top. Actually, we can do that now. I'm going to swap the top and bottom knobs on the side of this snot brick because these ones are still visible with the weapons shining through. So if we keep those up there and then the slopes down here, they aren't visible. Oh no, you stay in. I'm surprised it's holding together as well as it is, because we haven't had to reinforce this. Grogu needed some Technic beams, but this is standing up on its own. I am worried for this. I am worried for this bar element under the weight of the rest, because when you times this by 6, we might need some more supports. And we're definitely going to have to add, maybe get like a 16 by 16 plate to stand it on whilst we haven't built the dish, just so it doesn't fall over at any point. That'd be scary if that falls. Where did that go? I can get another one. No worries about it, but it went flying. It went flying. Technically, Vader's more powerful. That's the reason Palpatine... Oh yeah, Vader's more powerful, but Maul's filled with more hatred, isn't he? Whole reason that Palpatine rejected Maul. Yeah. Yeah, Vader, Anakin's potential was way higher than Maul's ever could be. Thank you. But Maul's hatred, you know, Anakin's peak versus Kenobi when he thought Kenobi had turned, Padme leaving, he was a bit upset, wanted to save her. Kenobi leaving, now that's what caused him the most. That's when his eyes changed right there. This is a mock, yes. This is my own creation, my own custom, my own mock. My own creation. That's what mock stands for, right? But yeah, Vader's potential was more than Master Yoda. And I'm sure Master Yoda could have held off Maul quite easily if Kenobi was able to. Master Yoda, I think Kenobi was more powerful than Yoda, especially in terms of defense. And the best defense is a great defense. There we go. And then these will be covered with the 1x1 slopes. Should we? Yeah, let's keep pushing. I also need to sort out these bits on the top because I would like, so we've got the studs visible. Yeah, we need this top here. Actually, no, not this top. Well, yes, this top here. But we need to pop this off. But this one won't have... I thought this was a great idea with these new snide elements. Should have held them in with a bar or something. But this bottom's visible, but you can see it's starting to split under the force of the actual bar element inside it. So we can put these in. So I'm in the trailer. It's like Dobby's going to hunt down Cassian. Yes, Darth Dobby in the what was that? The first or the second Andor trailer? You know what I mean? So if we can get, instead of using those bricks, there's a 4x4 plate that I flashed off earlier that has the hole right through the middle that we could actually replace the blue ones with too. But if we place this on it, you come from this one. There we go. Fix you back up. But if we place this on it, nice, that will just stop it splitting. There you go. It stands. Why are you so tense? What's up? This is Lego Star Wars Therapy still. It might not be in the title, but it's still implied. I think it might still be in the thumbnail as well. So what? Oh, I see. Because of the studs. Oh, you're not a legal technique, are you? Oh, I'm talking to it like a baby. Don't mind me. It's not a legal technique. There are two studs in the middle of here. Look, these two studs get in the way. We can't have those in there. It's a good thing we upgraded this piece because we can just change that to a panel. We can change it in Studio. We can actually get rid of these studs entirely, cheat a little bit when we are printing these. We can change it to a brick, to a panel, to a slope. I think a panel's easier to get to for me. And a panel's nicer because it hollows out more of the inside. So it gives it that one little bit to breathe. And then we're still holding it on. So that's why it was defying it wasn't defying gravity. It was being held on by an illegal technique. Oh, those Lego stuff. What's this just... Yep, that's... There you go. It's not being held on anymore. We found out what it was. You couldn't have just let it be magic for one stream, could you? Does it hold on in the top end either? No, okay, there is not enough friction in there. There is enough force to still keep it connected and keep it held on with it wiggling around just a little bit, unlike the original speeder that does hold on. I guess that's somewhat better. We'll have to invent a new Technic stand as well to hold it up. But now we finally got our answer. Obi-Wan used Form 3, which leans into controlled defense. Yeah. Did I know that the reason Obi versus Anakin fight was so long was because they trained together? Did you see? So I was watching Revenge of the Sith the other day, and I noticed there was one point where Anakin does a little like twirl whilst they're fighting. That's the same move he used on Dooku. That initial little flick is what he used to disarm, literally disarm Count Dooku, and it didn't work. So that was him like, oh yeah, meant to do this, styling it out. And that's why whenever they like swing the lightsabers behind their back, it's quite a weak point. Like the other person can just, oh, their back's turned, let's just switch it up and, you know, end the fight. Kenobi wasn't doing that, which is why Anakin does a load of those little twirls and that. But I realized that the other day, I put it together. And when you put it together, it's different when you see it on the video. You think, oh yeah, that makes sense. But when you put it together and you realize right then and there, it's like, oh yes, I saw it, I noticed it, they did the thing. That is cool. The little behind the back and the little twirl. Hope you're feeling back to it, Mr. Vader, soon. Just know all these facts off the top of your head. It's fun though, it's fun. That is your life. Star Wars. We need to sort out these studs as well, but they're going to be covered soon. They're going to be covered soon. We get rid of the more 2x2 round bricks. And now I think the next brick we work on, just before we wrap it up, coming up to 2.5 hours, we'll probably push towards 3. Don't know if I go for the full, don't know if I go to the o'clock, but I do want to work on this 1x1 in there. We've already done this slope. No, we haven't. We've used that slope for a 1x2 slope. We've done these slopes. So this slope shouldn't be too hard. It's like a less slopey version for the front two, and then the exact same, maybe a little more slopey. So we could just double it up. No, we can't. We could, but we shouldn't. Does it match up? Let's have a little look. Where they both swing their lightsabers without, because they're about to do the same move. It's the exact same. They were like, oh, well, we'll attack. Nope. Psych. Oh, I guess we defend. Nope, we attack. And they were both doing the exact same thing. If any of them had slipped a second behind, it's actually genius. I know it looks quite funny, but it is genius the way that whole sequence works. I would love to learn the choreography for that entire fight. I think that'd be so fascinating to work through. All right, yeah, the slope slows down. The start of the slope is the same. So this 1x4 slope, ironically, is just built of a ton of 1x4 slopes. The 1x2 was a 1x4 to 2 1x3s because it slopes up fast. This is a 1x4 to a 1x4 to a 1x4 to a 1x4 to 1x3s. 1x4, yes, to a 1x4 to a 1x4 to a 1x4 to 2 1x3s. I think that's correct. I will have to clip that, and then when we're building that slope, see if that adds up. It's a 1x2 tile off initially to a 1x4, then a 1x4, 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 and then 2 1x3s. 1x4, 1x4, 1x4. No, because that would be 2. It must be a 1x4, like 1x2 tile, 1x4. Let's try and build it. Let's get the 1x1 built, and then we'll try and build it and see just how close I am to it. We'll have to add some bricks around to the outside. So let's get some 1x2s, I think, for now. We could just go with 2x4s. We could go with 2x4s for this plate here, rather than the round bricks, because we don't need them to be round. We just want them to look good, and to look good, well, they do need to be round, really. I think Hayden Christensen's a really bad actor. It sucks that there's not really anything else that Hayden's been in, because if you don't like his portrayal of Anakin, which I do think he did really well with for the prequels, let alone coming back, that's what I quite like. Even a lot of the people that don't like Hayden's portrayal for the prequel trilogy have started liking the new portrayal for, you know, all the little bits that he's popping up in. Try not to spoil them. Where's the brown? It's in here somewhere. And yeah, it's nice to see. Like, because I don't think he's really had anything. He's probably been in a few different things. I really wanted Hayden to be Shadow from Sonic. That would have been awesome. No problem, Mr. Vader. See ya. May the bricks be with ya. Hope you had fun. Yeah, we'll put the 2x4 like that across the 2x4 plate. That way, if we pull it off, we're not pulling off too much. And then we can connect the different slopes and elements like this to it and not have to worry about bridging the gap. This 1x1's built very similar to how we built the other one, with the 1x6s and 1x4s both parallel. But using the new technique from the 1x3, we're actually placing 4 2x4s over it, just like so, and then double layering these. We're going to have a nice little hollow hole in the middle of these ones. Double layering these before tiling off the top. We're going to use, what are we going to use? Like a 2x4, another 2x4 to go over the top, and then 2 1x2s either side. Basically, the same top of the stud that we've got on the 1x3. Who'd have thought it? The 1x3 and the 1x1 are built very similar. We've still got the 2x4s out. And then for the corners, I'm going to hope we have a few more of the 2x2 tiles and 1x2 tiles as well. We don't need the grey bricks anymore, or the grey plates even. They can go back, and it looks like next time we'll be working on that giant slope in the next stream. We'll start it now, but I don't think we'll get it. Look how, where is it? Look how tall that is. That's like up here. Look at it. Look how tall it is. Massive. Life size? Maybe. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's on the desk. I'm sure no one fell for that giant Lego brick trick. Unless, when you first watched the original trilogy, Darth Vader, Luke, I am your father. Yeah, what I wouldn't give to relive that moment. What? Father? And also, I don't think I'd seen that plot twist on many other movies. Obviously, it's been played with a lot. Toy Story did it just as good as Star Wars. Toy Story's twist was fun. But that hasn't been done I mean, it has been now since Star Wars, and with the prequels taken off again, it only come back and more movies ended up copying. I'm looking for brown. I don't need brown. I need dark bluish grey. I've got brown on the brain. Brown brain. There we go. 4 1x2s and a round brick that's been waiting all stream. Haven't you? Where are you? Been waiting all stream. Almost used it at the start. Almost used it on the brown brick for some reason. Don't remember why. There we go. Our 1x1 dark bluish grey element. And look, it's got the little hole in it. It's got the little hole in it. Where's this go? It goes right in the middle. It does go right in the middle. Just like that. And now it's not standing. No, it's not standing. So let's see. I have a few 16x16s. Is that dark bluish grey one? No. Yes. No. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20. A 20x20 plate. It's not an official Lego one, in case you're wondering what sort of set this size brick comes in, this size plate. 20x20 brick. Now that's something Lego would have done back in the day. But this will connect 7, and hopefully 7, yeah. 7 studs all around. That'll connect and stop it from leaning over. Though, whilst we don't have the droid on, you can see... Wait. Oh, yes, let's not do that because we've still got studs on the top end. Let's not push it all the way through. I thought I was thinking of something there. I think this is gonna, yeah, this is gonna keep bending it forward it's weighted too much on the front. So until the next time, we're going to keep this built like this. But just to show you one last time, this is where we're at so far. Not bad for the first stream. There we go. There's definitely a few axles we can put in there. But this is going to be our base for the STAP. I definitely want to 3D print some sort of giant dish for that and take a look if there's any other elements we can put in the middle of here. But again, we're going to be building a whole new Technic stand, new and improved, to stand this one up on. So we're gonna play around a little bit with the angle of the slope. But just before we do, what do I want to do next time? Because it would be good to set a little plan out of what we're building as we're building it before I move on. There we go. You in there. And let's get some of the slopes ready. What color? Brown. Oh, I just had a 1x2 in brown. I don't have any. Oh, I have a few slopes. I don't have many slopes in brown though. Where'd you go? No, I don't think I'm finding it. Oh, look, there you are, got it. Don't know if it's the same one, but it's A1. And that's all that matters. And then we'll grab some brown plates. Might as well. So next time, we'd even fight Daft Dobby to relive that moment. Yeah, wouldn't we? Really want a 3D printer so you can print a full set of Scout Trooper armor. Oh, I was thinking, right, now that I've moved around my shelves and I've got a little bit more room, do I print a pauldron for my Clone Trooper helmet? I still need to paint. I still need to decide exactly what Clone Trooper helmet I'm painting that as. I might wing it, make it my own, make my own little Legion. But do I print a pauldron to go underneath? Maybe a little. I don't want to print a blaster. Not a fan of blasters, not a fan of guns. But yeah, I've got to print a pauldron or something, don't I? Scout Trooper armor would be cool. Is that the Disney helmet you've got? That'd be awesome. So even if it's not the Disney helmet, the Disney one's lights and sounds. Definitely need a pauldron. Yeah. So the next bricks. Let's hang on a second. Don't get too ahead of ourselves. The next bricks I think we should print for this STAP, the STAP, is, well, let's work our way up. We've got the big slope, the 1x1 cheese slope, 1, 2, 3. Do we do the blasters? The blasters look fairly easy. I'm sure I've got an element that can represent that. Ah, kind of. Not. It's a 3x3. I would need a 6x6 or a 4x4. I have a few 4x4s as well. It would work going from that stud, which is a 2x2. It would work. No, a 4x4. A 4x4 is a stud, so we'd have to go from a 4x4. There's a windshield piece, isn't it, that works? There is a windshield piece that would work for it. All right, I think that's going to be the challenge. The challenge today was, well, getting this done and also getting this connection in the middle, because we knew the snot bricks. That was the one thing we knew, the snot bricks and this plate, and I'm happy with the way the 3x3 turned out. Next week, I want to get done. Well, next week. So when's the next time I'd probably be streaming? Wednesday's repo, maybe Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's quite nice. I don't know if I'll keep streaming on Mondays. Mondays and Tuesdays are sort of up in the air. But I think I'll be back Friday with the next build. And Friday, we're going to work on the big slope that we're going to plan for now, so I can try and scavenge some of the pieces for it. The 1x1 slopes. And if we're feeling like we can go a bit further, the blasters. I think the blasters are the next easiest to put together. And then we leave the clip and bar for maybe Saturday. Maybe Saturday we'll go about building those. So that's about as much of a schedule as you get from me. That's ages away. It is. I can't believe. So we played a game Splitgate on Saturday. We played Repo on Wednesday. And I don't know if we were streaming last Tuesday. It might have been since well, 2 Saturdays ago that we built anything. So I'm happy to be getting back building. And yeah, maybe, no, we've got repo on Wednesday. Yeah, so Friday's the next day we're building this. And we're going to be working on the slope to go on the front down here, which does go, oh wow. Oh, it goes to the bottom. How far have I pushed this in? No, even that, that's a 4-length bar, right? It's a 4-length bar. So there should be one, oh yeah, there should be 1 brick left. So we got this much. Yeah, there is probably about a brick left at the bottom of that. We might have made the bottom a bit chunky, but first, let's get planning. Do I have any, there we go. So I said 1 by 4, what did I say? Roll back the tape. 1 by 2 tile, then a 1 by 4, then a 1 by 4, 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 and then 2 1 by 3. That's what I said. Can I get any more brown ones? I think the only brown ones I've had are from the STAP, so I'm going to have to make an order of those at some point. And then, oh, I might as well just do 1 by 3s for all of the connectors. So 1 by 4, oh, 1 by 2. Is that an exact replica? This is a 1:6 scale. So this is 216 times bigger. 216 times bigger than the Lego brick. So this is a 1 by 3. And this brown brick here is a 1 by 3 at a 1:6 scale. Yes, I have a maths degree, so I sit here and work all this out and make sure that the scales are exact, which is why I'm so shocked about this bar element. I don't know if my quick math was too quick for that, but it seems to add up. It seems to be 4 because that goes 1 brick into here, 2 bricks down to here, and then another brick down there. But that's why I'm working out all these slopes right here live. You can see the process. Don't know why, but literally your only wish is a full set of Scout Trooper armor. Scout Trooper's a nice armor to have a full set of. It's a really nice set of armor, actually. And then another 1 by 2, and then we've got a full brick at the bottom. A full brick at the bottom. Get one of these plates off. There we go. So this is what I think about. We could round this off a bit slower at the start and then have it come in a bit steeper. We can't do it much slower, actually. The 1 by 4s are like the slowest slope we've got. But does this fit? Where would this be? 1 2 3 4 5. So this would be 1 plate out and this would be there. It fits. It fits. Oh, perfect. It fits. Look, it fits perfectly. I mean, this isn't going to be connected to any studs, but we needed to make sure that this would fit here and then also fit 1 plate out there. There you go. So what is this? We'll get a 1 by 4 in there just to show that it does touch the plate, and then it touches the plate here as well, doesn't it? So that's the connection. Nope, sorry. That's, oh, this is meant to stick out there. Touches the plate there, and then it touches the plate there. Beautiful. Perfect. First time. So we know what we're doing for the next slope. I'm going to have to build this in grey, maybe. Maybe if I 3D print it, I can paint it. Maybe that will work. I'll give it a go, and then we'll see next stream how it looks. And then we'll see if we do want to go ahead and 3D print all of these and get them looking, because I could also get a nice translucent filament, print it 100% infill, ruin the translucent effects of it, try and bake it to get some of it back, and then work it out from there. But 2 hours 45 minutes in, and that is that is the bike done so far, the STAP bike. So we know what we're doing next time. We've got this. We've got the 1x1 slope. I'm not going to look ahead on that. I don't really know where we'd start with that because we've got to work out the angle. I don't remember the angle of the 1x1 cheese slopes. I'll be honest. I'll have a little look at it right before I start the stream because I'll forget before then. Downloading something on your PC and for the one time internet has slowed. Even though it doesn't usually. Well, I'm going to free up your internet then. Let you download it and we'll get back to work on this on Friday. Looking forward. It's looking promising already. I will say 2 weeks to get this finished. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 bricks. The dish, I'm going to have to workshop. I'll have a little look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 7, did I say? Out of 16. So we're about a third of the speeder. And then we've also got the Droid. If Friday we can do the other slopes, Saturday we get working on the clips and maybe the hilts. If we do well with the clips and I know what I'm doing, then we'll go straight to the hilts and get that working as well, because this should be able just to hold its weight on there. If we rest that on the top, that'll be fine holding its weight. So we don't need to make the clips too strong. And then the hard part is going to be that battle droid. I'm not just going to cheat. Where did Skelly go? I'm not just going to cheat and 3D print a battle droid. No, we're not doing that yet. Unless we have to. We're going to be brick building it out of Lego and trying to get as much detail across as we can. And then eventually we'll probably get around to 3D printing it. And then also the blaster on the back. But that is all we've got time for today. And that's a lie. I could have gone on for an extra 15 minutes. But that is all I'm going to get done today. And stay tuned. The video with the ATRT is coming out in the next few days. And you've also got something special for tomorrow. Good few videos coming up. So enjoy. Don't forget to come back Wednesday for the repo beta. Brand new items. It's going to be chaotic. It's going to be a whole world of chaos. I'm not prepared. You're not prepared. I'm not prepared. The ducks aren't prepared. And I am not prepared. But that is all for today. Until next time. Thank you so much for watching. And may the bricks be with you always. May the bricks be with you, Dashhound. And everyone else that's made it to the end, Mr. Vader, may the bricks be with you. You left a bit ago. Thank you, Drift the Great, for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. And may the bricks be with you always.